Howdy, my name's Genesis, and I am joined by Owen, David J, and David F, and this is our D&D campaign, The Black Dawn. Would y'all like to introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about who you're playing?
Yeah, my name is David F, and I'm playing the character Dusty. He is a turtle. He is an eldritch character, and he believes that death is the final frontier.
Hi, I'm Owen. I'm playing Skully, an Owlin Rogue. He's very familiar with death and the undeath.
My name is Genesis, and I will be playing Metalmorph, Warforged Druid whose party's muscle. I am also joined by faithful companion Viktor, who is right-hand man.
And my name is David J. I am the Dungeon Master. I play everyone else in the world. I will be narrating their adventure.
Alright, well, I hope y'all enjoy the session, and we'll see y'all there.
Who wants to talk about what happened last session?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, we'll start off with let me get a little rundown from you guys. What happened at the beginning of last session?
At the beginning of last session, we were told that we would start doing the review of the previous session for possible rewards,
Mm-hmm.
depending on how detailed we were.
Mm-hmm.
Then David started.
Oh, we don't have to go
Ooh.
that in depth. we don't.
How in depth do you want me to go?
That's how you get XP, though. You will definitely get XP for that as a group together.
Obviously, on the Black Dawn.
Yeah,
Yes,
there we go.
and his proper professional narrative voice came out, please.
It was nice.
You want me to go from there? I'll go.
I can continue if you want, but we were
Do it.
in
Go for it.
the we started waking up and did breakfast at the hut that we stayed in and broke into in the most awkward way possible. I went up top to scout after failing several checks, and then saw a ghost or a mistily ghost in the mist. And it was coming our way, and I panicked and said, "Screw everything!" After rolling a nat 1 on my stealth to go up there, and I just blasted downstairs and said, "We need to jet now and get the heck out of Dodge." Me and Fiverr started removing the blockade from the door and pulling the sled out as Metamorph and Dusty started figuring out what they were going to do about Metamorph's health situation. We get everybody outside. Metamorph clocks the undead mist, and he goes, "Oh, red eye mode," and then he goes, "Wait, I can't do this fight. We're gonna die," and turns into a wolf and starts
Nice.
getting us gone.
Mm-hmm. Smart man.
I launch a silver arrow at it as we're getting gone, and then we hear it talk, and I hiss back in undead abyssal,
Mm-hmm.
something about the Raven Queen, or I can understand it. Something about I don't want to become one with the undead mist.
Mm-hmm.
And we're running away. Metalmorph almost attempts to go into an alleyway, and then sees that the shadows are in the alleyways. It doesn't. And he pulls the sled into the wind so that the mist will be slowed. And then it says something, and I say something back along the lines of, "The Night Mother will know this," in like a reverential sort of,
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe it, but
you didn't have too
pretending
much
she's
conviction.
a deity
Yeah.
deified. I'm name dropping is what I was doing. We keep going along. Dusty fires a Eldritch Blast, I believe is what it was. Or maybe it was a Produce Flame at a crate that was in the
It was
way.
an Eldritch Blast, yeah.
It was an Eldritch Blast at a crate that was in the way of our path, and we continue on our way. I'm kind of gliding with the party, and I explain to Metalmorph we need to go this way, not that way, because the other way was dangerous, and we hit up the blacksmith. We ran across a blacksmith shop if anybody wants to pick up from there.
Yeah, who wants to pick up from there?
I'll go. Get my announcer voice ready. We make our way to the blacksmith shop. We say we'll only be 5 minutes. Dusty and Skully both go inside the forge, and the forge is crackling with like immense like it's a magical furnace more or less. And we go in, searching around for supplies, anything that we can use. And while this is happening, Fiverr and Metalmorph are outside, still in his dog form, and a creature happens to come by. I forget the name of the creature. I know it's in the thing. roll back here for a quick second. It's like a dog-like creature. It hates dogs, a crocata, if I recall.
Yeah.
So it seems to have an issue, a problem with the Metalmorph in its current form. And as that combat starts to kick off, and they kind of, you know, get into a tussle, Dusty and Skully make their way back outside to try and help and defeat this creature. And as we,
With our new swords.
with our new swords, thank you. We did get some cool gubbins inside. We fend off the creature, and then we make our way through the outskirts of the city, if I recall correctly.
All
And I don't remember
right.
what happens after that.
And then I think Metalmorph. Do you want to? Are you here? Are you ready to talk?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So after you guys escape the city, before escaping though, something important. You do stop at what would be like a bookstop or a library
Yes,
or
the library.
Yeah.
And I go in and full rob the place with an empty bag of holding, not a bag of holding, a handy haversack. And I just run across bookshelves, grab things that look valuable, grab a padlocked book, which will give us, whoever reads it, a +1 to intelligence whenever we decide to determine that that is what that book does.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was something else that I
There
grabbed.
was
No, that was the
something
only thing of
nasty
value.
in that room, and you
Yep,
made it
I
out in
panicked
time.
and
Mhm.
gone. I said, nope, not
You
today,
did
Satan.
well to leave very quickly. I will give you a hint, just because I like to kind of peel back the curtain a little bit on things you will fight sometimes, and dodge bullets you have dodged, because I think that is also a fun thing to do. It's this creature.
Oh,
Ooh,
hell no!
Yeah,
hell nah.
what the heck?
you
Hell no!
yes, you did dodge a bullet there.
Fuck this
Dodged a
shit,
bullet is
I'm
an
out.
understatement. I dodged a whole cannonball.
Yeah, that was a dangerous. There is a lot of stuff that, I mean, going back to that place, you might be able to find. You know, with the 15, I think it was a 15 check, you found a pretty damn good book. Imagine what you can check if you got a good investigation check in there.
I thought it was
Um,
lower than
Yeah,
15.
it might have been lower than 15 actually. Yeah, it was like that was like the blatant obvious thing that stood out that looked valuable.
Yeah,
But
oh no,
yeah,
it was a 15. It was
yeah,
just
okay.
low perception and stuff going in there, so I did not spot the monster.
Yeah. And then you after that, you guys kind of ran out of town, and then I guess Metamorph, you'll take over. You guys walk for a bit, and then what happened?
Yeah, we showed up to this clearing with a frozen river, and as we were getting up to it, we noticed this knocked over statue. I don't remember if it had any significance. I think it was just there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and as we were figuring out plans to get heavy Metalmorph and light Owen or light Skully and everybody else across with the sled. What would we even call it? Like elevator, I guess, or like
It
tram,
was like a
Zip
like a
line?
like a
A zip
tram.
line?
yeah, a
Yeah.
zipline tram thing that we
What
fashioned.
is those? A ski lift? I made a ski lift.
Yeah, ski
You
lift.
essentially made something like that. Yeah.
Made a medieval ski lift to start bringing everybody up. And as we were setting things up, we saw this Dusty noticed a big ass bug monster thing under the ice skittering around, and we figured out that we could lure it away with sounds from the rocks, and we lured it away and gave it some food to get it distracted as we pulled everybody across on the tram. And then Metalmorph being last, with his fat ass, breaks the breaks the rope and falls into the water. And
His dump truck ass.
his absolute dump truck, literally. But I believe that's where we ended it off.
Yep, that is exactly right. So as you are pulling yourself across, um, you hear a snap, and I'm gonna talk to Metalmorph, just me and him real quick, because things are happening, but things are happening really slow. It's like a car wreck or something like that. You know, when before something happens, time slows down a bit. And as it slows and you begin to fall, since you are raised a little bit off the ground, I will give you one reaction, one thing, one item interaction maybe, or one thing like that that you can do before you plummet into the ground or into
Okay.
the ice.
Oh, one item interaction. Okay. Or does it have to be like? Does it have to be like a normal reaction and or use an item, or can it be like just like I have one action to do whatever I want before I fall?
You have one action because you have like it's a reaction. Do you have any like you have an item interaction maybe that you want to do? Do you want to try to brace yourself for the fall because you will take damage for smashing into the ice?
Okay.
Do you want to like, the rope snaps and you have a brief moment like what something.
I would use the bird, but it can't fly. That's the thing. Would you say that the bird could glide? The giant strider?
I would say no.
You
That
would
does
say
not have a
no?
flying
Okay.
speed. No.
I just wanted to
no,
make sure.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
can I clarify what I typed? By the way,
Yeah, you can definitely clarify. You guys are a team.
Sorry.
Definitely.
Metalmorph. I was referring to your bird.
Oh yeah. I thought of something for that. I want to run it by the DM real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's still in my bag, right? He's still in the little warmth bag
Little
that I have.
patch, little happer sack that
Okay.
you made for him. Mm-hmm. Fur lined.
So, for a druid, when you wild shape, you can choose to either have your items like outside of your body, and you could, or like they fall off. You can keep wearing them if like your form is still able to wear it, or you can have your body absorb the items.
Yeah, I think he is a living creature, so he will not be absorbed
Okay.
into your. He kind of falls in his pack or sack on the ground. When,
If I
you trip.
could I absorb everything except Viktor and have him fly?
If you wild shaped, you would definitely absorb all the other items except for him. He would be freed.
Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my action to transform into the giant spider.
All right.
And then I'm gonna absorb all the items except Viktor and allow him to like fly so he doesn't fall into the water with me.
Yes, he does. He is actually able to fly and free himself, but you do crash into the water. Make me a dexterity saving throw. The DC for this is only 15, and you only take 3d4 damage. Not too bad.
This is a dexterity save.
Dexterity save, yep.
All right, let me pull
And
up
you
the
save for
spider.
half.
Dex save. It's just +3.
Don't forget about
yeah,
the ring of
easy.
protection. It should
Oh,
add stuff.
20.
It should
So
add a
21.
21.
It doesn't do
Uh-huh.
it to like the wild shape forms, but I'll just keep a mental note. of that.
Remember that, yeah. You smash into the ice and instantly sink beneath it. You brace yourself well enough to take half damage from the fall, but as soon as your body touches the ice, it feels like needles all over, piercing, freezing cold, and I need you to make a frost check.
Okay. And that is Constitution. And
That's
I'm
a
guessing
Constitution
plus nothing since my stuff's
plus
getting
nothing
drenched.
because you are and the DC for this is 25. Fail by more than 5, you have 2 levels of frost on you.
2. Oh,
2 levels of
shit.
exhaustion.
Alright. Okay, so that's +3.
But
I
don't
have...
fail by more than 5. You'll be fine.
Okay. Either way, it's gonna. Oh no, it's not. Sorry. Let me pull my guy back up. I'm bad at reading. Okay. Metalmorph loading. Alright. Dexterity or Constitution save.
Constitution save. Oh no. You plunge into the water, and as you do plunge into the water, you're gonna take some cold damage. I'm sorry, my friend. 2d5. So you only take 2d8. You only take 5 cold damage here, but you have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Okay. So
The ice.
I take.
Yeah.
Let me write down the damage I've taken so far. So 5, 6, 7, 8.
And this all happens in an instant, guys. You guys will have time to react, but this is just we're slowing it down. Kind of. This is the process of him falling into the water. collapse in, the water all around you ice cold. Your joints and your metal gears begin to freeze over, and you begin to sink. Um, as you begin to sink slightly, the water is rushing from underneath the river. There is an athletics check. The DC is 20. If you fail this, you slide over your movement speed into the direction going south. South, I'm sorry. Towards him.
20 athletics.
And
Plus 2.
you will be under ice.
Plus 2.
You can do it, man. You
This
can
is
do it. If you
this is athletics.
Mm-hmm. If you save, you can keep yourself from sliding down the river.
Okay.
Yes, my man. There we go. You do not move towards him. You hold your balance, but you do sink. You do sink. Let's roll for how deep this river is. Okay, guys, roll me a 2d10 plus 10, Skully. 2d10 plus 10. Let's see how deep this river is.
Plus 10.
Oh, 30 feet deep. Oh, that's deep. 29 feet deep. You will fall half of your movement speed under the water.
No, it's 19
29 or
because it has
19?
it's plus
Oh,
10.
that you already did the plus 10. I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah, that is 20 feet deep, so it's not too bad actually. It won't be so easy hard for you to swim out. But you do fall 15 feet down into the water.
Okay.
And you do not move. You made your athletics check. Your bird is free. See it fly around in circles, kind of looking for you. You hear it squawk, desperate for its friend, for its ally, for its pet. It thinks you are the pet, and he is the leader, and he flies around, squawking for you in that brief moment.
Okay.
Now we'll jump over to you. So that was just you falling into the water. I'm gonna give them an opportunity to hear you fall in the water, and then we will roll. We will keep this initiative. I'll roll the creature in initiative order, and then we will go from there. So we'll start off with Skully. You're leading this creature away, right? You think you're doing a good job, and you are. Until you hear a crash to the north.
Well,
What do you do? You got one brief moment. You got one thing to do.
So it's got tremor sense.
This
it's
thing
got
has
good
tremor
hearing.
sense. It can hear things. Yep.
Full death whistle.
Okay.
And I'm high up, so like I'm just letting it loose to try to distract it from what's going on in the water.
Okay. Give me just a charisma check. Give me something like persuasion, but use your wisdom instead. So if you are proficient in persuasion, you can use that, but I want you to make kind of a wisdom check as you're kind of yelling for this creature. Let's do that instead. Yeah.
Nat 1.
Oh no. To no avail. It hears you, but it feels something, you know? You know the
Yeah, I mean
difference?
it's got a leg in its mouth. It's a little distracted.
Yeah, it's a little distracted, and that one a little okay. So you hoot to try to draw its attention. You don't know what it's gonna do, but it seems to be lurching in this direction.
Yeah.
It does like the meat, though. It does like the food that you eat. You would know this as a being proficient in survival. You would know that sometimes creatures, Metalmorph doesn't taste good. He's just all metal, right? If this creature doesn't tries to eat him, it'll find out really quick that it's not,
Edible.
edible. And he
Like a
probably
shark bite in
won't.
a surfboard.
Yep, she's gonna probably give him a little shark bite real quick to taste it out. But as that is kind of what you do in that immediate reaction. Dusty, in that immediate reaction, when you hear the water crawl and break, you hear a hoot coming from the south. What kind of action do you perform in just brief second here?
So I have a question, because the rope snapped, right?
Yes.
And let's just say for giggles, we would have seen the rope snap depending on how
Uh-huh.
where we're standing. So we would have seen like slack in the rope.
Slack in the rope. Yep, the rope would have pulled itself away or broke or in one direction or another.
Okay. And then follow-up question.
Mhm.
Dusty doesn't know what kind of creature this is, right?
He has
He
no
just knows that there's
idea.
a creature.
He doesn't. I don't think it was pointed out, but it wasn't really kind of discussed more than pointed out. There's something under the ice was said, I'm going to lure it away. So you don't necessarily know what it is. I don't think, unless Skully would diverge more information about the size of it and stuff like that.
That necessarily wouldn't have happened because I'm so far away.
Yeah, yeah. But the thing is that you've seen here, you can estimate that it's probably something nasty, right? You've bumped into
Right.
some nasty shit here.
Okay. I mean, I don't know how far it is, but if I think Dusty would kind of figure out if the rope slacked and he hears a bird, he would recognize what
He
that bird
knows
is.
that.
He would
Yeah, you
recognize-
know that. Yeah, you know that bird like the back. You spend so many days, weeks with it. Yeah.
Okay. So I would this is I can only do one thing, right? This is like a more reactionary thing, one action to do something. So in that case, I would go ahead and cast Thunderclap. To create a thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. I'm drawing attention here.
The best look at it, Skully, was from you as it punched through the icy that meat. With that thunderclap, you see it immediately is gonna make a decision, and it's gonna roll a check to see if it's gonna be tricked by this. And the check will be a wisdom check. It is not proficient in wisdom, so you're lucky. The DC for his check is gonna be your spell save DC. What's your spell save, sir? Is it
10.
12?
It'll be for Thunderclap. It would be 10.
Okay, here we go. He's got to beat a 10. Oh, he thinks that is more important. Your plan has worked. You see this creature's head, Skully, look to where you left Dusty and them, and you know that now it will probably head in your direction, or in that direction. You don't know that, Dusty, but Skully sees
Right.
it. Fiverr comes up to the edge. He yells out for Metalmorph. That's what he's gonna do. Yell out. And he's gonna. Oh, he doesn't know if he's gonna give Bardic Inspiration, but I don't think you can hear him. Oh, because you're underwater. Yeah, he can't see you. Damn it, he can't do anything.
Would Metalmorph be able to hear my my Thunderclap as well?
I think if so, it'd probably rumble into the earth.
Just in case if there's like quote unquote disorientation or he can't see under the water, he at least would know audibly what direction to go to.
And Fiverr, he can't do anything yet, but he will move closer to see maybe. That's what he'll kind of do in that quick moment. Metalmorph, it is your turn. But I am going to roll initiative for this creature now.
What's its
all right.
dex?
Its dex is 13, so you're actually before it.
17.
Yeah, you're actually before it. You are 20 feet underneath the water. It is dark down here. You cannot see a thing. You're a little disoriented from the fall, but you have a swimming speed with this creature. So you can right yourself pretty quickly.
Okay.
You have 2 levels of exhaustion, though.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
How much would my spider form weigh?
Say again?
How much would my spider form weigh? Because I'm sure, it'd be heavy, but would it be like over 1,000 pounds, under 1,000 pounds?
You're a large creature now, so you probably weigh a lot more. I would say you probably weigh What's the average weight of a large creature in D&D? Wait. I'm gonna rule probably about 1,000. Maybe
Oh, weigh about
yeah, probably about 1,000 pounds because you
1,000
are quite
pounds.
bigger than Metalmorph is. Yeah.
Okay.
And completely made of metal and wood.
Yeah.
Okay. So would I know which way is up?
Make me an intelligence check.
An
Or
intelligence?
a survival check would work too.
Do I have to be proficient in survival to do a survival check?
No, I'm asking for the roll,
okay.
so you don't have to. Yeah. If I ask you for the
Would-
roll, it's okay.
Okay, just
Would he
making
be
sure.
able to do a straight roll because I did my thunderclap?
Yeah, it would give. I would say it gives you a +5.
Plus
+5 to
5.
your roll.
If it was just a normal straight roll, or if I do either of those two rolls you just said?
You're gonna pick the lowest of the two because I think you have
He has disadvantage right now. because of the
disadvantage,
frost.
but I'll give you a +5 to your roll, so
So
you
I-
can make a survival check, a perception check if you like. That would kind of help you
Ooh,
as well.
Perception, yeah.
Intelligence would help you as well. They'll tell you different things, but
Okay.
you have a +5 with disadvantage.
I'll do perception, just because I'm good at that.
So with a 13, I would say, yeah, you know that you have a swim speed. I would assume that you know kind of where you are. It is dark in there, but I think the spider has night vision, doesn't it? Like dark vision?
I have dark vision,
Yeah.
and I have blind sight up to 10 feet.
Yeah. So you feel the ground kind of underneath you. You know that up is the right way to go, but it is going to be a difficult swim to swim up with this raging river underneath the ice.
Okay.
So you know the direction to go. If you want to swim up to your movement speed, it's going to be an athletics check. The DC for this is going to be 17.
Question.
Hard thing to do. Mm-hmm.
So I have spider climb with my spider form.
Oh, okay.
Meaning I can climb things without having to make a check. Could I argue that I'm climbing across the floor of the river?
Yeah. That makes sense. If you want to move in a direction on the floor of the river.
Yeah.
Crab.
I feel like that's
He's like
yeah,
a
sea
crab.
crabbing.
yeah.
I feel like
crabbing
that's
it up down there.
I feel like that's probably my safest bet with disadvantage. Spider's not
And
the
there'll be
best.
no athletics check needed if you want to crawl on the bottom of the water.
Okay.
Your spider climb will help you kind of stick to the bottom.
So,
Perfect.
question: would this fall under regular movement speed or swim speed?
This would probably be his regular movement speed at this point because he's no longer swimming.
Okay.
What? Okay, sorry.
Now you're good.
Oh, go ahead. Let's clarify all these questions because you're
Nah,
probably gonna fall in the ice later.
I don't want. I don't. Well, I don't want to screw over Metalmorph, but I'm like, would it technically be swim speed because he's kind of fighting against the flow of the river?
I was
Either
gonna say there is
way-
resistance in
Either
water
way, my
higher
speeds are
than-
both the same, so it
The
doesn't matter if
same,
it's
Oh,
yeah. And I
okay,
think
all
that
right,
since he has spider climb, he's like a Spider Man. His legs are like sticking to the bottom of the ground
Okay,
as he
that's fair.
walks.
Could I so I'm gonna walk across the bottom. Could I use my action to do a stealth check to kind of like blend in with like whatever underwater foliage there is?
Yeah, give me a stealth check with disadvantage because you are exhausted.
Okay, so I'm gonna move. Let me move myself 15 feet real quick, just to get that out of the way. 5, 10,
That's right. He doesn't have to breathe.
15.
Yeah, he's the best one to fall in, and he was the best
I totally
person to fall
forgot
in
about
there.
that.
Actually, hold on. It'd be so 5, 10,
Yeah, there you go.
15. Try to make as much distance as possible,
yeah.
and then
Me and
Moving
Fiverr don't
stealth.
know what that is.
Yeah,
We just
coming out of the
assume that's
water.
a monster.
Yeah, there's something coming out of the water right there. Yeah.
12.
A 12. Okay. There is probably nothing down in this river. A lot of those logs or the things under the stream have been swept away by the river because it's so fast. So you're not really hiding or able to hide anywhere. But this creature doesn't seem like it's heading in your direction. But Skully, that is your movement. You did an action to stealth. Your gear is still safe because it transformed into your body, luckily. We will go to Skully now. I think it's your turn, my friend.
Okay. So I heard it transition itself or it's positioned towards Dusty and them.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to go 5, 10, 15. Does that put it at attacking it would be disadvantaged because it's in the darkness a little bit?
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it would be kind of partial cover because of
Okay.
the obscurity. Mm-hmm.
So I was like right there.
Mr. DM, could I get an
Yes, sir.
extra? Could I get an extra? I think it's 30 feet of sight since I have dark vision.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, under the water you can. It's less foggy down here, so you can see better. Let me get that to you.
Thank you.
I will attack it with my bow first. Regular arrows. Oh, does it know that I'm there? I did squawk.
Yes, your squawk gave it away.
Okay. I will. No, that's gonna be disadvantage. I'm just gonna shoot it. Does a
I was gonna
10 hit?
say because the creature is following my thunderclap.
Mhm.
Would it still know that Skully is there? And if not, would Skully have the ability to stealth it because its focus is on us?
That's a good argument. Toss me a stealth check. If you beat its passive perception, it would probably. I don't think it loses sight of you. I think it knows you're there.
Yeah, it
I think
knows
it
I'm
knows you're
there at
there.
this point.
Yeah.
And the
Okay.
10 misses.
And the
So
10
I'm
misses.
assuming the 10 misses.
Yeah,
Okay.
AC 14. 10 misses.
So then I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I start seeing them. I no longer see it. And I just squawk out at Fiverr and everybody. It's coming towards you guys.
Ooh, Fiverr looks a little worried. He grabs his bow.
And then staying at the height that I am, it's 35. I will bonus action high. This is gonna be at disadvantage though.
Try to lose yourself in the mist. Oh,
11.
nah, I don't think so. Well, you think you're hiding. Maybe a little bit of mist comes over you and you think you're good. All
I'm
right,
just
you
kind of hovering
attacked,
there.
you flew, you
Yep,
talked, you
that's me.
hid. All right, it is the creature's turn, and it is now gonna move. It has a burrow speed, a swim speed, and a movement speed, but only 30 feet. 10, 15, 20, 25, and then you see it erupt from the ice, or I mean, run on the ice, I'm sorry. And then it comes up here, kind of breaking through, uh, pushing itself across it, gets here. It'll use a bonus action, or it'll use its action to dash. So then it will climb up the side of the wall here, cliffside. 5, 10, 15, 20. Its eyes begin to peer at Fiverr, and Fiverr looks a little worried as this kind of serpent or centipede-like creature crawls the mountainside. Dusty, I think you can see it now.
Okay, cool. And if I have line of sight on it, all right, boys, this is time to bring out the big gun. I'm gonna shout out to Fiverr. I'm gonna say, you need to do something. Get out of the way, or use some spell. And I'm going to cast lightning bolt.
Oh my goodness. 8d6. Oh my goodness. Green energy crackles from your body. You point your finger and blast this creature. It has to make a saving throw, I believe, correct?
I believe it's a dex save.
Yeah, it's dex save, but it's for half damage. So yeah.
Lightning shoots from your hand. Dex save coming in. 9. Oh, I think that fails.
Okay, so wait, hold on. It's 8d6.
D6
Set
lightning
that up
damage.
here.
Yeah. Oh no.
Ready? That's 31 points.
Oh, a big hit. The creature shrieks out in pain.
And
and
then that's it for my lightning bolt.
Oh,
That's used up. Oh, and I'm gonna use a bonus action And I'm going to cast Hexblade's Curse on it. I should have done it first, but
Yes, it is
Right.
cursed. You feel Nilrum grin upon you for a brief moment, and this creature is now cursed.
okay.
Oh,
And then with my movement, DM, this is like a ledge right here, right? Right next to me.
yeah. This is about about 5-7 foot ledge. You gotta climb up. Be
What would
athletics
I-
check. It's ice, so probably DC 15.
If it's ice, would I because it's iced up? I still have blades attached to my feet. For
Oh yeah,
traveling.
you want to? Yeah, I'll make that. I'd give you advantage on this with an athletics check.
So athletics, okay.
Athletics. Oh yeah, easy. Good
So,
thing
yeah,
you
I
used it because you almost fell backwards and fell prone.
Yeah. So because I'm as I'm attacking it, I'm still holding attention. And
I'm sorry to
yeah.
crap on everybody's parade real quick here.
Uh-huh.
Me and Dusty currently have disadvantage on ability check.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, so I stay down here then.
You stay down there. You try to
All right,
climb the
I forgot
difficult
about
terrain. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right, because it would have been well, yeah. If I had disadvantage, it would have been a straight roll, huh?
Yep.
Damn.
Thank you for
okay.
that, Skully. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I totally forgot
Sorry
about
for
that.
raiding on parade.
No, I really like
No,
that.
I have it written down, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Just makes the victory that much sweeter whenever we win.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. And I think that's it. I think that's my move then. Well, how much movement would have I used? Would it just
That
been
would have been
5 or-
all of your movement because you
All of my
climbed up a
movement?
bit and slid back down. Mhm.
Cool. Then yeah, that's the end of my turn. And Violet,
do
something.
He has his bow out because he thought something was coming from the other direction, but he will cast. Oh shit! Did you guys tell him that magic doesn't work here? Because
Oh.
I feel like that would have been an intuitive thing that would
I
have been
think that would have
informed
been an
to
intuitive
everybody.
thing too. Yeah, I think that would have been an intuitive thing. I think he would have realized that as well. He'll put his bow away, draw his short sword, and he will have to short sword him.
Roast spaghettios.
I shall cleave you
Oh,
into it.
snap.
Oh, fuck
Let's
him up,
fucking
Viper!
go. Let's go for 8. Damage. Fiber will then move because he's dangerously to the close to the edge. He'll move closer here to kind of get in the way of the old man to protect his friend.
Let's go,
Metalmorph.
Fiver. Let's go.
You are
Hell
underneath
yeah.
the ice, crawling on the bottom of the river.
Okay. I guess. Also, so as I'm going, along this direction, is it like sloping upwards, or is it just like a straight cliff down under the
It's like
water
a
too?
cliff down. Mhm.
Okay. So I'm 20 feet underneath the water, and so I'm gonna do. Let me. 5, 10, 15. And then I'm a 10-foot tall creature. So could I use a dash and then get up to the surface of the ice and then use my 5 feet my last 5 feet to try to smash through?
Yeah. You can. You definitely can.
All right, I do that then. Try to get myself out.
To break the it's an athletics check to smash through the ice. The DC for the ice is 15.
15 athletics. I think my pull up my other sheet real quick.
Let's go.
You can do it. It's
Got
easy.
Yeah, baby.
Bonk it with your noggin.
Athletics. Whoopang!
Oh no!
No. Critical fail. You begin to smash at the ice, and it does not give way. Unfortunately, my friend, you're still underwater.
Okay.
You're gonna take 8 points of cold damage.
All right.
You begin to kind of smash at it, but you cannot break through. That was your movement, your dash. You made an action. I think that's all of the things you can do.
A bonus action.
Okay, let's see it.
I'm
I
gonna
want you to live.
Okay, I got a question. This is a rule question.
Mhm.
For the magic dome that we're in. So it
Okay.
negates, or it's like there's a possibility your spell can fail, Moon Druid Wild Shape has an ability to where you can spend a spell slot to heal yourself.
I would say that is automatic. I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, that's automatic. I think that works. I think that
works?
just works.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much is it? 1d8 per spell slot. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna burn a second level spell slot to heal myself for 2d8.
There you go. Good man.
Roll 2d8. What do I make?
Oh
You're
no,
shitting
the
me.
gods want your soul, Metalmorph. This icy hell, it wants you.
Fuck me, bro. Alright, that's my turn.
Skully, you see this creature, right? I think you can see it. You see
It's in a little bit of darkness, obscured a
Okay.
little bit. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
There you go.
We're actually gonna go.
We're gonna go right there instead. Yeah.
Yeah, right there instead.
No problem. No problem.
And since it is in 5 feet of an ally, I will still get sneak attack if this lands. Please, dear God, hit it.
Oh, 8.
I fucking hate life right now.
Damn it,
Dude,
got
if you
a
would have
crit on that
hit
too.
that,
Damn.
bro, oh my god.
Yeah.
And I don't have inspiration. I already
I
used
know.
Can
it.
I use my reaction to give him advantage? No, I'm just kidding.
That would have been a nasty hit if you would have topped on your sneak attack to that, if that crit hit.
If I could have gotten a steady aim, but I can't
Hey.
because I had to move.
Hey. Do me a favor real quick. Roll your I want to see what happens if you were to roll your sneak attack. I want to
So
see how
yeah,
much
roll your
you
sneak
would've done.
attack real quick. Let's see what would happen here. Oh, that's a low sneak, but it would have been double, so roll 2 more d6s. All the dice is doubled. Oh, that would have been a monster hit.
Been nasty.
Oh, that
That
thing
would've
would have
been
been fucking
rude.
bleeding. It
Thank
would've
you for
probably-
satisfying my curiosity.
Yeah. God,
I'm
brutal
so
hit.
upset. I'm
Oh,
so
man.
upset. This thing would be almost
in
dead.
one world, he lands a critical hit, right, and it almost like knocks his creature below bloodied. But in this place, this hellish place, he misses his shot. It bounces off the armor of this
So
creature.
rude.
You moved. You made an action.
I know. I'm
Attack.
done.
I think you're done.
Bonus action. I will bonus
Oh,
action
bonus
hide.
action. Yeah, you.
I will attempt a stealth.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, 14 is not too bad. Not too bad. But this creature, it sees its prey right in front of him. It's gonna do it. 20 bites. You hear Fiber scream out. 25 points of damage.
Oh my god!
Ow.
Fiber
What the
is
fuck?
gonna make he's gonna make a con save because that's more than half of his hit points.
Dude.
Oh, and he fails.
Oh,
his arm is ripped
fuck.
off at the shoulder, and he falls down
Well,
on his
good thing
back.
he doesn't play any string instruments.
Oh my god. What does he? Oh, he plays a harmonica. Okay,
Plays harmonica.
he's semi. Oh, but he can't use his bow now.
His bow is gone into him.
fuck.
He loses an arm.
Oh,
The creature
shit.
swallows it up. Looking like that wasn't enough of a snack. The creature's not bloody yet, so maybe not willing to run. I think it's gonna stay there. I think this guy's so soft that's good. Dusty, you see blood begin to pour out of Fiber's arm as he falls. Oh, screaming out.
Dusty kind of panics because he remembers what he saw in the other when we were back in town in the room when we found his body, another version of his body.
Mm-hmm.
So he literally loudly says, "No!" And then he's gonna go ahead. He's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to get behind the creature.
Isn't that off the cliff?
Oh, is it? DM?
You're close, man. I'll need a
Oh.
dex saving throw if you stop right there.
No. I didn't know if that was
Yeah,
off the cliff.
you
So
want
I'm
to
just
go
gonna
right
run
here.
up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up right up to him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to is it? What is it? What is it? Is it this one? Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. I saw it.
Oh, no problem. This is
Oh,
it, guys. You guys are doing well. This creature's a CR5. This is way beyond your guys' capability.
You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go for a slash.
Oh, with
Have
your
my
new
sword
weapon?
out With my
Ooh.
well, I haven't attuned to it. So I
Oh, you
can't use it,
haven't
right?
yet. Not yet. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and still use the long sword that I have. The
Slash this
magic
thing.
long sword. So
Slash
it'll
this thing.
be. This is to hit. Oh, it's a 9.
Oh no, that 9 misses.
Yeah.
You slip a little bit on the blood on the ground, and you strike at this creature. The creature easily shifts out of the way.
Damn. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Let's see here. Yeah, that's my turn. I don't have a bonus.
Oh my goodness gracious. Fiverr. He ain't gonna go down like no fucking bitch. He's gonna stab with his short sword. No, fuck. He's gonna try to cast. He has to cast something. Let me see. 10-foot radius. Set it on the opponent. He's gonna do shatter
Oh.
at level 2. 12
Okay.
point of damage. He's gonna set it up back here. I could put it in the chat so you can kind of see what that is. There you go. But here we go. Somebody, who's been rolling good today? Skully, you've been rolling just well for me. Roll me a 1d6 on a 5 and a 6. This spell does not go off. Dang it. Dang
The
it.
revenge for my lack of 20.
Yep. Dang it. Okay, this thing will make a con save. It is pretty con efficient. It does pass the con save, but it still does take the damage. 3d8 halved. Let's go, Fiverr. Let's fucking do this, baby. You got this shit. Minus. It will take a 7. Ooh, the creature is almost bloodied. Skully, you would know most predators retreat, right? When they get hurt enough. They realize that
Oh,
the
this
prey
bitch
is
ain't
too
allowed
dangerous.
to retreat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It hit our friend's arm. It's dying.
It's
It's
dying.
dinner tonight.
Okay. All right. Metalmorph.
I'm feeling like some crab.
Metalmorph. It's
Crab?
your turn. You're
Crab?
underwater.
All right, so I'm right at the surface of the ice,
You're gonna
right?
take. Yep. You're gonna take 11 cold damage.
Do I take it right now? Because earlier we waited
It was
until
at the end of
after
the turn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. At the
Now
end
you're
of turn.
good. Okay. So I'm gonna use my movement. Try to smash through the ice to get out.
Yep. DC 15 athletics. Easy to do. That's
Okay.
a normal thing for any strong person who has a. You could do it, man. I believe in you. I believe in you.
You've got this.
You got
No
it,
pressure.
dude. No pressure. Ugh.
Pressure.
God,
You've got pressure.
I've got pressure, bro.
Good thing you don't have to breathe, because it would be getting a lot more difficult for you.
Could I
right now.
use? Okay, could I use an attack to try to bite through the ice?
Yeah, try to
Okay.
punch through the ice. Yeah,
Yeah,
make an attack.
something.
The
Okay.
ice has an AC, and I will bring up that IC for ice.
Because I'm doing fucking dog shit at these athletic checks.
I was gonna say, why haven't you attacked the ice to break it yet?
Because I
Yeah.
want to save my attack. Because I want to web this motherfucker.
Yep.
Ah.
You can smash it. The AC for ice is 13.
Okay. This doesn't have disadvantage. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. But, oh my god. It's the AC's what?
AC's 13 for this ice.
Okay.
It does have hit points too.
Oh my god!
Bro.
I'm gonna fucking kill
Bro.
myself! Oh my god!
If you could drown, you would be.
Yeah, you're lucky you're not drowning.
Dude.
Give me. You rolled a crit fail on an attack against ice. Roll me a 1d6.
Oh my god.
Let's see if anything really bad happens to you underneath there.
A D6.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. You're good.
Uh.
You are your athletics are not breaking through. You're hitting it. You're scratching, biting. You're doing whatever you can. The fear and the panic of being underwater might be settling in on you. And at the end of your turn, you're going to take 11 points of damage, my friend.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to try to heal myself again.
Rip.
Alright,
You got this.
so I'll just
Yeah.
remove the point in a second. I'm just gonna do. I need to save my second level, so I'm just gonna use a first level spell.
No problem. You got it, Metalmorph. You can do it, man. You got this.
You know, we'll
That's-
take it.
I'll take it. I'll take it. It's better than nothing.
It's good.
It's better than your 2 1s. So
Oh my god, dude.
Victor, he flies over to this creature and he begins to help fighting it.
Yeah, I can't give it any. I can't give Victor any signals or nothing.
Oh, doesn't he just stay defensive, right? Is
Yeah,
that what
he
does?
just stays
Oh,
defensive. If you
yeah,
want to
he's-
rule it as he can't, like, I can't do anything. So if you want to think, like, you could treat Victor as you think he would
as
act.
like me.
Yeah.
I think he.
Let me do his 2. He hasn't gotten his ferocity, so let me do 2d4 to see how much ferocity he gets.
Okay, because I don't know. I think Victor would help, right?
I'm sure he
He
would. I
would-
don't think he would just
He
sit
wouldn't
there
just
and do
circle
nothing.
around. Yeah, I don't think he'd just circle waiting for you. I think he would help at least knowing that these are your allies and they can help you if he helps them.
Right.
I believe that would be really realistic.
So he has
so he's got his
6
ferocity?
ferocity right now.
All right, I'll let you. He moves in for the attack. I'll let you roll his attack and help fight this creature off.
I'll have him do a distracting attack, so y'all get
Yeah.
advantage on it. So that's 2 ferocity.
It flies around the creature's head as the creature's antennas kind of move up around. You feel the static in the air.
21
And he
to hit.
lands his hit. There we go.
It does 8 piercing
8.
damage.
Nice.
And the next
Look at
attack
him.
made against the target before the start of the Hawk's next turn has
Ooh.
advantage.
This thing is just about bloodied. Almost
did
half
I
hit
hear
points.
advantage?
You do have advantage.
You do.
Ooh.
I think it is your turn now with Victor. You guys both flying in the air. It's flying around this creature's head. It gives you an opportunity, an advantage on
I
your attack.
take steady aim to give myself triple advantage.
Yeah, you sure can. You hold yourself still in the air.
/ roll 1d20. Mother trucker. It's still a 24,
You still got a 24. Yeah, that's good.
and it'll still eat this.
Oh!
Ooh, and with that, the creature, when it's being distracted, you find an arrow right into its eye. The creature shrieks. It looks bloody now, and you know that most predators or prey try to retreat if they get too low, Skully. With a clever
He
and a
did.
nice hit like that.
Spit
Oh,
up the arm.
Puke, motherfucker, puke!
Like all creatures who are just trying to get a bite to eat and realize this is too dangerous to do, it's gonna turn around and disengage and run away. It will disengage and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and with its last 5 feet of movement, it's gonna try to bury itself in the ice, and it'll make an athletics check for that.
Pussy!
Oh yeah, it fucking easily makes that one. As you see
Oh
it
my
submerge
God.
itself 5 feet down into the water. Just wanted a snack, man. You guys are so mean, trying to kill
He-
things, just trying to eat.
Hey, he got a snack.
Survival of the
he
fittest.
got a little something.
It knows the law of the jungle. Survival of the fittest.
Uh-huh. Yes, it is. Yes, it does. Dusty, it is your turn. This thing is beginning to run away, fiber bleeding profusely.
As much as I think Dusty realizes, as much as he want to go finish that sucker off, he goes up to Fiverr and he's gonna he's not like dying, right?
No, he's got just half of his hit points were removed in one hit. He failed his con save, so he lost his arm.
DM, because we've allowed that I can assist Metalmorph with heals if I use Shocking Grasp. Can I use Shocking Grasp to cauterize his wound?
Oh, hell yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, he'll take a little bit of damage, but he'll stop the bleeding, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, so roll me your Shocking Grasp damage, but this is going to save his life in the long run. Yeah, 1d8. Yeah.
It's okay. Never mind.
Oh, he'll take 5. How do you approach this? He's like, his short sword is in his hand. His other arm has been taken off at the shoulder. He's kind of looking around at you in disbelief as, obviously his arm is wounded. You approach him. Your hand.
I'm looking at him. I'm kind of like, he has his wherewithal because that's his job. He's like the doctor of the group, and he's like, we need to stop the bleeding. This is going to burn, and he's gonna have some crackling electricity come from his hand, and he's gonna just roughly grab the spot where his arm is torn off by his shoulder, and he's gonna cast it where it just starts sizzling, and it's just like, I don't give him anything to bite on.
Nothing like that.
This is like, hey, if we don't stop this now, it's gonna suck later. And I just start searing that sucker and just making sure that the bleeding stops, and that it's crude. It's a very crude thing, but it's just the only thing he can think of right now.
Yeah, the smell of burnt flesh, some of the tendons and veins and skin that was still left as his arm was ripped off. You burn those away really quickly, and the faucet of blood that was pouring out of his arm, it begins to stop, and it is a trickle into nothing, to a burned, charred mess where his arm used to be. You see him; he can't help it. He just falls. He falls prone. The pain is too much for him. He falls to his back, and I think you've seen people do this before. He's passed out from the pain.
Yeah. I assume as much. And if the creature's running away, after I do that action, I'm gonna walk over to the side of the cliff here and look down and see if I can see Metalmorph.
You did catch him a little bit on the ice. Make me a perception check. The DC is gonna be 15.
Okay, it'll be disadvantage. So
you can't. You don't see anything under the ice.
Would he be able to hear me like trying to smash and break through?
It? Yeah, I think you would hear. Well, I don't know. Not this round because like Fiver's screaming from the burning. Yeah, but next round, if he takes his like focus more, he can definitely probably hear you trying to break through the ice. You might break through yourself. You never know. Fiver is passed out. Metalmorph, you're underneath the ice, my friend. This is getting dangerous for you now.
All right. Pull my spider back out. All right. Bite.
To bite. Okay. 13 is what you got to beat.
Okay.
You hit. You start doing some damage. Yeah. You start doing some damage. Ice has hit points. Roll me for damage. The 8 HP for this ice is 20.
Hey, DL. I want to ask a bit of a cheesy question.
Let's hear it.
Would the ice be considered restrained?
I don't think the ice would be considered restrained.
Okay. Just thought.
Too bad you're not a seed monster.
I know.
All right.
All you gotta do is 20.
It's
20
impossible for me to make. Okay, if I get it really fucking hurt, could it like lighten the blow on using my movement to try to break through a little bit?
Yeah, it would lower the DC.
Okay.
Yep.
8.
Oh, so still about half. So it's got more than half his hit points. So the structural integrity has not kind of gone to give you a bonus with your athletics check yet.
Okay. And I'm gonna use my movement. Well, at least I've done that much damage. I'm gonna use my movement, try to smash through. So it's athletics.
Easy. You can get out of this thing, man.
I can do this.
Too bad.
I'm manifesting now. I'm gonna smash through this fucking bitch ass ice right now. Alright.
It's just ice, my guy. You can
it's
do
just
it.
ice. You're a damn fucking Warforged from the gods. Fucking Transformer, dude. Come on.
I'm gonna save it with a pun. This ice needs to chill out for real.
Whoa!
Oh my god! I fucking killed myself! Ah!
This is what you get for using a pun.
God damn it!
God.
Puns are not good luck.
I gotta ding you for 2 natural ones, man. I gotta get you for that. I'm gonna say, with that natural one, make me a dexterity saving throw. The DC for this is gonna be 15. If you fail, you will knock prone and sink back into the water as you are your gears are freezing and you're losing your grip on things. DC dexterity saving throw 15.
I would like to point out that it's not the CR5 creature that's killing him, but
That's what I want.
Ice.
Thank you, Skully. That is what I fucking want. You get killed by creatures all the time.
So you're
Get
telling
killed by
me?
ice.
Oh, hold on. You're telling me I can't walk on ice, but if I walk on ice, it'll fucking destroy it. But if I full force punch and bite this shit, I can't punch through it. That's some bullshit.
You're not struggling,
God
my man.
damn. Structural integrity, my ass. All right, so it's a dex save.
It's the ice on the shoreline, my guy. It's thicker at the shore.
Stop giving the DM things to beat me with. Ah!
Oh man. Oh man.
You lose
my guy.
all your movement that you made. You slip back underneath the ice, falling prone. You are again underneath the ice 20 feet. And you are prone. I'm sorry, my friend. That is
bonus action. Heal myself.
Okay, there you go.
I just imagine as he's falling down, you just see like a trail above, like blah 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 blah.
We just see like a trail of radiant nature magic as it's healing him, but he's slowly
It's like
freezing.
there's like flashes of like yellow light, and it's like here, and then it's another flash of yellow light, another smash.
Yep.
God damn it! Another flash.
Oh my gosh!
Fucking.
Looking.
Hold on,
my
2d8. I'm using
2d8.
I'm using my
use
last
it?
second.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have you roll for me because you've been rolling terrible. So roll 2d8 cold damage for me. Maybe you'll roll low too.
Oh no. Let me
I'm just
add
gonna
this.
put this out there and knock on wood real quick. This is gonna be the time he rolls max.
No.
I also
Why would
knocked
you
on
say
wood.
that?
I knocked
would
on
you say
wood.
that?
I knocked on wood.
He knocked on wood. He knocked on wood.
Five,
So what?
12.
You like this is it, guys. You kill your creatures with dragons and
Okay.
beholders. So what? I kill my players with ice water.
Love it. Love
I
it.
even watched a video by Zbashu about like fear the river because it's
In D&D, falling water is fucking dangerous. People don't realize that.
God. Okay, so 2d8.
2d8. You're gonna roll low though. I have a feeling. Oh, God.
Okay.
Dude. Okay. I mean,
Are you still in spider form?
I've got 3 hit points left in spider form,
my
motherfucker.
gosh. Okay. You're prone now, my friend, so it's going to take you half of your movement to stand from prone.
Okay, that's
but
the end of my turn.
That's the end of your turn. Oh my goodness, Metalmorph. We worked so hard on your backstory.
Don't
Skully.
jinx it, no!
Skully, it's your turn.
hold on. Just had to put that out there real quick. It is me turn.
Oh my
I
god,
will.
he fell nice.
5, 10. I want to fight the thing, but we need to save Metalmorph. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I just let my wings drop.
I don't want to cheese this, so I'm gonna ask real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Would he know that I'm smashing out of the ice over there?
I mean, I could see probably, or here, I'll roll perception real quick.
Yeah, I don't want it to be like, oh, let's just break him out real quick.
This is great, exactly right. 17 with the
I mean, I
70
rolled a
perception.
17.
I gave you,
Okay.
yeah, you know he's right here. He's fallen down. I mean, I don't know if you can see him, but you can see like a little bit of damage from the ice. I would say with that 17 perception.
I take my regular rapier, and I just wings in drop.
Ooh, to smash the ice.
Yep.
Oh yeah, make an attack again. I'll give you advantage, and I'll give you. Oh, good thing I did.
Thank God, bro.
Advantage
Oh
gives
my
me sneak
God.
attack.
Yeah, I'll add
Advantage
that.
gives me sneak attack.
Yeah, I'll give you that sneak attack, but that's like your force of you falling on it, right?
Yeah.
And with that 11, the structure is broken. It still has 1 HP, but it is more like ice that can be easily moved now. You look down and deep, and underneath the darkness, you see a spider curled up on its back, its legs, trying to right itself. I think you made your attack. You've moved. Is there anything
And
you can do? Do you want to jump in the water
bonus
to help him?
action dash. Oh, bonus action dash off the ice. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20.
Valid decision. I won't strike you for it.
Yeah. This creature you lose sight of him as it goes away under the ice, realizing you guys are too dangerous for it. Dusty, it is your turn. You see now the hole that has been made by Skully.
I'm trying to make that hole bigger. I'm just making sure that there's no issue for him to get through.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna cast an Eldritch Blast.
Oh no, the Eldritch Blast. You rolled a natural 1.
Yeah.
I think you're blasting in the zone where he's at. What do you guys feel about him getting blasted with an Eldritch Blast? Dusty, make me another attack roll against the spider's AC.
Okay. The attack roll, not the damage roll.
Nope, attack roll. Does 16 hit you down there, sir? What's your AC?
With the ring, my AC is exactly 16.
Okay,
So he
you're
takes 1 force damage.
yeah, you takes 1 force damage as you blast into the ice, accidentally hitting Metalmorph underneath.
I take 1 force damage.
1 force
Yeah.
damage. Good thing.
I have a whole 2 hit points left. Fucking kill
It helps
myself.
though. You didn't really break the ice. It is still there. The athletics checks will be easy to get out of this one though, Metalmorph. You have to use half your movement half your move speed to stand up.
Okay.
Okay. You're 20 feet from.
I recommend a dash.
That's what I was gonna ask. If I stand up and then dash, would it
Yeah,
still be
you
my
can-
total half movement, or
That
would
would
it
be. No, because if you stand up, that's half of your movement, and if you dash, then you get that movement back. So you have if your movement speed is 30, you'll have 45 feet of movement to move around
Okay.
with. If you take the dash action as an action.
But I'm also exhausted twice, so I have half my movement.
Okay, yeah.
So
Well
it's
then,
it's 15
Oh.
down to 7.5, or wait,
Yes.
no, yeah, 7.5, and then
Oh, no.
it's dash. So am I back to 15, or am I at
you're back
20
at
feet?
15. You're at 20. I'll give you 20.
Okay.
I'll let you get up here.
So I do
But I
that.
think I don't think you can pull yourself out with all that with the movement though. I think you can get to the edge.
But I'm a 10-foot tall creature, so I'm 10 feet
that's
from the
right.
surface.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
Okay, now you're good. And now I gotta do an athletics, correct?
Yep. Now that the structure is broken, the DC for this is only 12.
Only 12. Okay. Oh, let me go a second. Okay.
You got it, dude. You can do it.
Oh, that's Arcana.
That's
Sorry,
Arcana,
wrong one.
that's
Wrong one.
Arcana.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hold on. I don't know. You may want to take that roll though.
But it's
Right,
a -1. It would have a
Okay,
plus.
it would-
It would have a +4, so it'd be 5,
8,
6, 7, 8, 9 total.
9. You do not pull yourself out of the
God
water.
damn it! I used
this
a first
time.
level spell slot to fucking heal myself.
You will take.
Hold on, let me heal myself.
Oh, are you gonna
it
hear
doesn't-
yourself?
What?
It doesn't even matter. I'm gonna be knocked back into I'm gonna be knocked back into my normal form.
And
Is it a cliff face that he's climbed up?
yeah, that he's
onto-
trying to climb up on. Yep. You fall back into your regular form.
Okay. So, question:
Uh huh.
is the ice all the way smashed through, or is it just like a hole?
There's just like a hole, and it has 2 hit points left.
Okay.
So-
how big would you say the hole is?
I would say it's probably about maybe 5 feet, maybe not enough for you to completely get away.
Okay, it's a 5-foot wide hole.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've got an idea. I'll have to take it up.
Thorn whip?
That's
Oh
what I
wait,
was
you
thinking.
can't cast Thorn whip right now.
That's
You can't cast it right now.
I'm knocked out. Remember, I'm knocked out of my spider form into my normal form.
Yeah,
But I
but
was
you
gonna
still
say
can't
at the
cast
start
it
at the
using
start
action.
of my turn, I was gonna try to do thorn whip because thorn whip.
Gotcha.
It's a melee spell, 30 feet, and then I can pull a target 10 feet
Yeah,
towards me.
we argued that you can pull yourself. That makes
Okay.
sense to me.
Okay.
Okay.
That works. That works. Okay, that's the end of my turn. So
Okay,
wait,
then-
it's so 13. So I've got it's gonna hurt. Give me 2 seconds so I can do the math.
Yeah, take your time, sir. This is a stressful
Okay,
situation. I understand.
So,
This is stressful. This is so stressful.
okay, I'm at 5 hit points in my normal form.
Oh no! 5 in your normal form?
5 in my normal,
Oh.
because it's 13 minus 2 for me being in my spider form.
Uh-huh.
And then so it's 11 that's
11.
transferred to my 16 health. So I have 5 hit
Oh
points
my
left.
gosh. And as you revert back, everything that you are carrying becomes wet.
Oh, that's right. Fuck. All right.
We'll go through your items if you get out of this, sir.
Yep.
And we'll talk about which ones are damaged or no longer useful.
Okay.
Skully. It's your
I
turn.
will go back to the hole. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm assuming this is in the hole and this is solid ground.
Yeah, that's solid ground. Mhm.
I take um I take the Dusty's got a staff, right?
Yes, I do have a quarterstaff.
As long as he's not letting me take it, I just grab it off of him as I pass him, and I
Yeah.
throw it
It'll be on my
over the
back.
hole.
I have it on
I
my
just
back.
roll it, set it over the hole in the ice, and I'm like, please, dear God, let him be able to grab this at some point.
Yeah.
Trying to help him.
He's giving you the help action essentially. So I'll give you advantage on your roll. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Scully, I think you're waiting for your friend to
Yep.
arrive.
And I've got I'm stuck to the ground. My bitch
Yeah,
ass
you got
can't
spider.
move.
Mhm. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got it. Dusty. Your Eldritch Blast worked, man. Shoot another one down there, bro.
No, I'm gonna grab the rope that we have because it snapped earlier. So how much rope would we have?
I'd say, you'd have untying it here would take a second, like a turn to do, but you'd probably have, if you pull it across, probably have a good 50 foot of rope.
Well, actually, without untying it, because I kind of want to have it wrap around the tree, so then I can dangle half of it down to Skully to help lift up Metalmorph as I pull on the other end.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got it. If that
It would
comes
be on
into
the block
play,
and tackle, so
yeah, if that
or
comes
no, it
into
wasn't.
play,
Oh, okay. Then yeah. Then I would kind of be setting that up, and I would have that rope ready.
yeah, any kind of climbing or anything like that, I'll give him advantage on those climb checks.
So yeah,
All right.
I would just move closer to the tree to try to I have my knives in the sides of my wraps to my feet, so I have at least a little bit of traction trying to pull the rope to help get Metalmorph out of the water.
Yeah, definitely. Fiver's still passed out. Metalmorph, my friend, you're in dire situation.
Okay.
How do you get out of this one? It's your turn.
Action Thorn Whip to the staff.
Yep. Yeah, I'll Thorn Whip to the staff. Wood has an AC. Let me see what the AC for wood is. Let me see. Why am I not finding it? Rules. No. I'm gonna make it up for me. I'm gonna make it right now because I'm not coming across it. Wood has an AC of 12. I'll say. All you gotta do is hit a 12. Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Agate jumping out of the water, pulling yourself 10 feet, landing kind of almost in Scully's arms. You have a frozen cold metal man. I think with that, with all the help actions, I think you guys are able to pull him kind of to the face of the
Solid
rock right
ground.
here. Solid ground. And I'm gonna
I look
take
at
away
everybody.
the turn
I'm
order.
like, this blows. And I'm
This
gonna
is
go get
not-
our cart, which is across the ice.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to pull that across, tying a rope to it so that our tortoise friend can carry it or pull it. and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start bringing it across, avoiding
The hole, obviously. Yeah.
the
Right.
holes in the
Yeah.
ice that would
Yeah.
decrease the strength of the ice,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and
Sliding
I'm
it
just
around.
circling.
Whenever Metalmorph gets up there, he's gonna sit next to Fiverr. I'm gonna use my other cantrip, my other attacking cantrip for the very first time. I'm gonna cast create bonfire. So that
Nice.
way, like right
Nice.
here, so that way we have a little
Yeah.
bonfire to warm us both up.
Yeah. That's cool. Hell yeah. That's gonna
Okay.
help. That's definitely gonna help on your frost checks. But yeah, pulling that across, I think that is safe to do. I don't think that would be a problem. I
And
think you
I'm
can
extremely
safely.
light, and I can
Yeah.
throw things in my handy haversack that will fit in my
Yeah.
handy haversack,
I
and
think you can get
rush
all
those
of your
across.
loot sled across the river without a problem. I think I punished you guys enough.
I appreciate this.
I was
I
definitely a
collect what's
scare.
left of the rope. We've
Yeah.
got one 50-foot rope, and we've got like a 30-foot silk rope left, or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah.
recollect my block and tackle.
Yep.
Package it all back up and put it away.
And begin to kind of continue on. I'm guessing, unless you guys want to camp up here for a little bit.
I
I
look
think
at Dusty and I offer him one rope, and I take one rope, and me and him are pulling the sled because I feel like we've been relying on Metalmorph to pull it, and he's not going to be able to pull it right now. I feel like
yeah.
we should continue moving because this isn't a safe place.
Uh-huh.
Would we be able? A short rest for us is a day, correct? A
Yep.
full
It's
night.
8 hours of sleep. Yep.
Yeah, I would say I would tell Skully, be like, give it some time to collect themselves. That was not easy.
I'm like,
And
we're out in the open. Forest is just what? How many feet? I can't see forest right now.
It's not too far away, maybe about 40, 50, 60 feet away.
We should probably go
oh,
at least in the
I thought
woods.
it was farther. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, I mean, there's more forest lining. You're entering the forest that you're going to need to be going through today. It's
Okay.
maybe about, according to the book, it's a few hours away from the river. So,
Okay. Then yeah, I would say like, all right, let's keep
Forest
going.
equals cover. Cover equals smaller monsters.
yeah.
So we
Toss,
think.
toss Fiverr on the sled.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
He's going to be out
And-
for a little bit. He's going to be out for an hour.
And so me and Dusty will pull sled if Metalmorph can walk along beside
Metalmorph's
us.
gonna push from the back.
Okay.
Oh my God,
alright.
the heroes all beaten and battered, and they continue on still heroically.
Could I actually, Dusty, are you capable of pulling the sled while Metalmorph pushes it?
Should be able
And
to.
then I will stand watch or tag along watch.
Oh. Yeah. I would do that. I'd be willing to pull.
And if I may, we're going to be going slow.
I've got 15
it-
feet of movement. I don't think I have an option other than slow. If I'm
Okay.
being honest.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
going slow. So
Slow,
could
okay.
I get a straight roll on my perception instead of
Yeah,
disadvantage?
I would say so. Yeah, if you're going slow, you're moving at a slow speed.
16.
Okay. As you're walking towards the forest, there's a little bit of land before the forest. You're not seeing nothing's clocking on your radar. There's no tracks of any predators or
I
any kind
am
of.
keeping watch for berms or trenches in the snow for burrowing monsters because we just got
Yeah, you
reference
just found
to
one.
this.
Yeah, yeah. You're not seeing anything like that with that 16. It's a pretty good roll. It's an average roll. You're not coming across anything. But you are continuously traveling slow, and you're continuously kind of on the lookout. After traveling about an hour at this pace, the forest is kind of in the distance there. Let's change the mood and the
Oh,
music
right at
here.
home. I will be
Yeah, this
right
would be
at
good for
home.
you. Yeah, this would be good for you. As you begin to walk towards this forest, there are a few humanoid figures kind of walking in your general direction, Scully. You can see them the best and the clearest. The fog is no longer as thick. The wind is still blowing hard. and they seem to be shivering or holding themselves as one would who is, cold, crouched down, walking slow, arms, covering their bodies, and they don't seem to be dressed for the winter. And you have about 20, you guys got about 20 minutes before you can walk into them. You can see them from pretty far away. It's a flat
These
land.
were sculpture or
These are
dead
these are
people.
just people. They look like people that are walking towards you.
The sculptures,
No, these are not. These are actual. I
or
mean,
not
from
sculptures, but like the frozen people.
yeah,
Sorry, from the
it
book.
looks like something along those, maybe along those lines, something like that.
Um, we're gonna be so bad at this, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Attempt of stealth.
Okay.
I ask of everybody as we're coming up on this.
All right.
Just silence,
Stealth checks.
I think so.
please.
Ooh, 19. Let's go.
Uh,
No,
we've got
it's
disadvantage.
disadvantage, huh?
Disadvantage.
Sorry,
Oh
Damn it.
no.
14.
I'm gonna suck at this. If it'll load up.
Oh no.
Let me just say, alright. Core. Stealth.
Oh no.
6.
Yeah.
I am not stealthing.
As you guys are true, Skully, these guys, man, they don't. You're asking a lot out of them. To stealth.
I am asking a lot out of them.
Like
For
yourselves, then
you,
we just look at Skully.
yeah,
Really?
for you, you look at him, and he's able somehow, guys. He's able to kind of move with the snow and the wind, where you almost lose sight of him. But not you guys. You guys are trudging and walking heavily with thick boots into the snow until you see these humanoids, and they come into your guys' view as well, Metalmorph and you, Scully. They look like men, but kind of beast-like. They're shivering. They have weapons and loincloths on. Anybody proficient in history?
I know, I'm not.
I am not.
No, not history.
These things are gnolls,
Oh, okay.
and they are beginning to approach you. And they are shivering. One will see you, and he'll yell out in common. It's bad and broken, but he can get his point across. He says, "Are you real?" And everybody begins
I
to kind of
prep
approach
my
him.
bow. I presume we're slowing down at to a stop at the point in which we can hear them. I knock
Mhm.
an arrow, and I'm like, as real as we're aware of.
And you see one of them step forward. There's probably about 7 to 10 of them,
Oh, wow.
and they step forward. And it's the weird thing, guys, is they're not dressed for this weather. They are like shivering and in loincloth.
There's a.
These gnolls are from an area in my world where Nomad is from. An area of the kind of the unliked races like bugbears, kobolds, gnolls, Aarakocra from there, um, hobgoblins. Um, they, you would know that their gnolls are kind of from that area. I'm sure maybe uh, Nomad might have talked about that at one point. But they are standing about 15 feet away from you now as you guys are
Um,
approaching.
I ask them to stop moving towards
Yeah,
us.
they stop.
Um, and the
Some of
forest
their
is off in
hands
the
and
distance.
fingers are blackened from frostbite.
Yeah, and the forest isn't far away.
The forests are maybe about a 10-minute walk behind them as they're walking away from the forest towards you.
I ask them why they're leaving the shelter of the forest.
There's something in there, something crying at night. I don't know. And he's like shivering.
Fudge
You
dog,
see
it's
some of their
okay.
weapons are frozen into their sheaths. Do you have a blanket? Food?
We don't have blankets and our food is rotten. If you help clear an area and build a snow wall, if they know what that is, we might be
Mhm.
able to provide fire for a while. and then
Yeah.
maybe some help on their frostbite.
He
Y'all
shouts
are
out
probably gonna
some.
lose fingers.
Yeah. He shouts out some orders as you kind of tell him that, and his gnoll pack begins to kind of build up, like you said, kind of like a trench in the snow.
And like if they can, I'm talking like a big circle,
Mhm.
um, and just so we can have a way to insulate from wind.
Yeah, this takes a
Um,
few moments to do, but they're
and I'd
willing to do it.
try to help.
Yeah,
I'd
definitely.
leave my bow back. I'd still have the rapier on my side, and
Hmm.
I'd be, eyeballing them as I help.
Yeah, they look like desperate. They look like, you know, uh, they don't. I don't. How would Scully kind of have you, Scully, ever seen anybody who's wandered into your snow and they're wearing like sandals or shorts? You know what I mean? Like, and you're like, why are you doing this? They kind of have that. They're not dressed at all for this occasion. It's so
I
eerie.
don't imagine because I feel like any traders that would come up to where my town used to be would have come prepared for,
Prepared, yeah, right. You guys
coming
had to
through a
prepare to
mountain
come here.
range.
Hmm. But you do
So
help, and you do make an embankment, and they are sitting around there.
I asked
You see,
Metalmorph, can you put a bonfire in the middle?
Uh, Metalmorph kind of like eyeing the what are they called again? The knolls.
those
Knoll.
gnolls,
Him
yeah.
eyeing down the knolls, not looking away, kind of arm turns into a cannon. He shoots a create bonfire into the center of the camp. I do not trust these
Oh,
motherfuckers
same.
at
No,
all.
Yeah.
their
Yeah,
bodies right
Dusty
now that I don't
does not like
trust,
it.
but um
Hmm.
Dusty, I come to Dusty and I ask him how familiar and proficient he is in surgery or amputation.
I'm sure I can manage something, keep their appendages wrapped up, but from what I can tell, it looks pretty bad.
Oh, it is. I'm assuming I would be familiar with the difficulties and issues that would arise with frostbite.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It also depends,
So
Scully,
I,
if they're
I'm
actually
being full
willing.
candid with them, and I'd be full candid with them when I say your fingers aren't coming out of this, guys. Fingers, toes, not it's not you're not making it with those.
Yeah, they you see some, you hear some sighs and some looking down at their hands, but the warmth is so appreciative that that's an afterthought. That's a later problem. Take my fingers off. I just want some warmth right now.
So
You
I
see
I
them huddle.
sharpen my knives,
Oh
and I'm
no.
like, this is gonna suck, guys. But
One by one, you with
this is something that
Dusty.
needs to happen.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
and Dusty one by one. Most of them allow you to do what you're doing. Some of them refuse. It's kind of hard to have your fingers and toes cut off in front of you.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
you get a majority of them to go along willing. The leader seems to go along willing as well. Um,
I apologize as I'm doing it. I'm like, this, I'm
yeah,
sorry, y'all are
mhm,
not prepared for this.
yeah. Yeah, they are not ready for this at all. You cut them. They don't even scream or anything. The pain is bad, but they're trying to stay tough and uh, and is there any like the conversation? Is there any food going to be shared after you cut these guys' hands off? You guys going to leave them here for
Um,
a little bit? They're kind of just all huddling the fire right now.
so Metalmorph's gonna have to stay here to maintain that fire, but I feel like we need to leave Metalmorph,
DM,
Dusty.
Mm-hmm.
I would crack open a healer's kit I have if necessary to,
Yeah.
you
They,
know.
they don't seem wounded per se. Mostly just
Uh,
they're failing frost checks like you guys are, right?
oh,
They're
okay.
they're got frostbite, hypothermia, and speaking of which, um, Genesis Metamorph, you do have hypothermia now. That is an art. It's in the Arctic Survival packet. You can look in there
Do you know
and
what page it's on?
let me check for you real quick. I think it's on page. Hypothermia is on page 4.
Alright. Page 4. Hypothermia. Take a read of
The
this real
creature
quick.
no longer has a
Is
reaction
it
and has disadvantage on initiative checks.
okay? So I have moderate hypothermia.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Same.
Same.
Well, I think if I'm right, I think me and Skully should be running that out already by the end of today, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
if you at the end of this day, when you guys sleep tonight, because you woke up and failed your frost checks in the middle of the night, at midnight there's another frost check.
Um,
So
with that being the case, I would go to Dusty and Metalmorph and kind of bring them over to Fiverr and our sled, and I'd say, so we are going to need proper firewood. I don't know if we brought any from our previous locations. I don't think we did.
no.
Um, can you guys help me move our stuff and fiber off of the sled? I will take it over to the forest and just collect any dead wood on the ground. Um, so that at least Metalmorph will be able to take some sort of rest instead of having to maintain concentration on a bonfire all night.
All right, I could do that.
And this is gonna suck because we're gonna have to split the party 3-1 with the weakest members minus Dusty, but I'm
you
gonna
guys would know
do
that you're going to be leaving your items behind too.
well, I'm saying that it's gonna be me and only me going,
Oh, okay.
if that is okay with the party.
Uh, yeah. Don't stray too far.
I'm just going over to the entryway to the woods. I'm gonna be grabbing branches, dead trees, dragging it back. And you said it's about a 10-minute walk.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I think So I agree.
Okay. Cool. The party will
um
be split, and you will walk about 10 minutes to the tree line of the forest.
Before
Mhm.
before he leaves, um Metalmorph kind of hunched over, like half frozen. He's gonna grab Skully by like maybe the end of his shirt or whatever clothing he might be wearing at the time, kind of to stop him from leaving just yet. No word spoken. Uh, Pulls off the ring of the animal ring that I have, that where you can talk to animals and cast fear and stuff like that. Doesn't
Oh,
require
nice. Attunement.
it doesn't
Mhm.
require attunement. You can just use it. I grab
okay.
that, take it off, set in your hand. Take Viktor wherever he is at, probably on my shoulder or something, and
Yeah.
then I kind of scruff him on the back of the neck a little bit, and I set
Oh,
him on
he
your
leans into
shoulder.
it. Yeah, there's a hesitant. He does the thing where he looks back. You know what I mean? The bird.
I kind of nudge him along.
Yeah. Oh man, awesome. Okay, we're gonna split the party.
If
Whoo-wee!
you run into trouble, Saint Victor, we will come
Okay.
behind you.
Are there any gnolls that look rather healthy?
There's 2 of them that look pretty good that might be able to go along if you want them to help you.
I walk over to their leader and I ask him, "Can I borrow these two
Yeah,
to go collect wood for the fire?"
he appoint you go, and they kind of stand up and look to
I
you and they
ask
grab
again
their
in common,
spears.
"What languages do you speak more cleanly, or do they speak?"
They speak Knoll, they speak Common, Broken Common, and they speak Abyssal.
Hey, I respawn in Abyssal.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, he stops and he looks to you like kind of surprised for a second, and he then says, in Abyssal, you don't find much people who speak this language.
This
I
is
have not
true.
been able to practice it in some time. I am sorry if it is rusty and my cadence is off.
Oh, you're fine. I'm just happy to be able to use the plethora of languages I am fluent in.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, there's a brief moment where there's some kind of talking back and forth where he's just like practicing. These are my men. This is, and he kind of goes through the names of all of them. And
I borrow those two. I say
Mhm.
we're going to try to be stealthy, though I rolled a 10.
yeah,
And go get some firewood and pack it up on this sled and bring it back. And logs too, if we can, so we can do
all
the
right,
fire
yeah,
where you move the log into the fire slowly, like full branches if there are any fallen trees.
okay, yeah. You begin to walk off, and with the kind of uh, the two following you, you begin to brace out into the snow. And I think we're gonna take a 5-minute break real quick, and then let me
I was
prepare
just
for the
about
next thing, and then we'll split the party and we'll see what's going on.
So I've got, going down the list of all my items that I have my chain shirt, which is my armor, got
Hmm.
my shield and my short sword, which is
Oh,
the
those are all
buckler.
fun. Yeah.
And then here I've got the handy haversack. I've got a tinderbox.
Gone. I think that is soaked, my friend.
I've got 50 feet of hempen rope.
Oh, that's still good.
Okay, so if it's gone, does that mean like remove it from my inventory? It's that
You should probably
probably
take
dry it out.
dry it
yeah,
out.
you could try it out, yeah. And in
Okay.
this weather, Scully, how would that, with the fire, that might be something you can do, but
You'd have to put
uh,
it close to the fire, but
mhm.
within like not a distance to where it'll start scorching it.
Oh, that'd be a tricky thing. Scully will be able to help you with that. So let's say your tinderbox, Scully would know how to fix that for you.
Okay.
So you don't have to. That's not God. I take that back.
I've got birdseed.
Oh, what happens with birdseed if you wet it and soak it? Don't know if
It'd
it's
start
good anymore.
expanding and
good.
taking in the. It'd start expanding
Yeah.
to take in the water, depending on whether or not it's like dried bird seed or if it's just raw bird seed.
I'm sure it's dried, because
Yeah.
that's just the
And then so
most.
it'd start absorbing water. You'd have to dry it again, and it'd probably you'd lose some of it to like just going bad
Yeah.
from it.
I'll say half of your birdseed that you have is no longer good. You can kind
Okay.
of, yeah.
I'd imagine that would be the
I want to be a
case.
fair. I want you guys to lawyer me up because I want to be fair as much as I can be with you guys. I appreciate all your help with this.
I've got smith's tools.
Those will be fine. I think those will be fine.
I've got
Hey,
a
I've got
hooded
those too.
lantern.
Ooh.
You could probably drain whatever
You could probably
water's
drain
in
Yeah.
the water in that. That would be like
Um,
an activity to do with your
it,
short
but you'd
rest,
probably lose whatever oil's in it,
Yeah.
And I have
depending.
10 separate containers of oil.
I don't. Would those all be
They'd be in an
gone?
enclosed bottle.
Enclosed
So
bottles?
it's
Yeah. Then okay. I would argue that. Yeah, I would say that those would be fine. Those should be fine.
I've got a healer's kit.
I think that. What is that? What
like
happens if I stuck a healer's
bandages,
kit underwater, Dusty? What would happen? What would Dusty tell me would happen if I stuck a healer's kit in the water?
Hold on, can I make a medicine check?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's make a medicine check. See
Yeah.
if it's salvageable.
Because I'm not the medicine guy here.
So,
Dusty is. If he tells,
With disadvantage, let's say 17. I would say that it's for the most part salvageable, but like you could only salvage like
10 uses of
ointments.
bandages, salves, and splints.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like they're if you could use it 10 times, I'd say like you'd probably lose like 2 to 3 times out of it.
Yeah, I'll say 3. Yeah, we'll say 3 times.
Okay.
Three applications are lost in the process of falling in the water. Yeah, thank you, Dusty. You're the medicine guy. I don't know, right? Like if you say it's all good, then it's all good.
Yeah,
I've-
as long as there's no, I think as long as there's nothing like that would what do you call it? What's the term? Spoil in it. I think it would be fine. Like I imagine there's like bandages, maybe like a spool of thread with a needle for like sewing up, like for stitching, and then maybe like a bottle of ointment. So
Yeah,
I'd say like
in the equipment, its description, it says it contains bandages, salves, and splints for 10 uses.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll say we'll take 3 of those off. You still can use it 7 times. What else we got? I
I've
want to take something
got-
good.
Oh, you're gonna like this next thing then.
Yeah.
Dust of sneezing and choking.
That's gone. That's gone.
That's
yeah, that's
That's
gone.
ruined.
Let me remove that. I've got a potion of superior healing.
Let's roll.
So-
Let's do because you fell into the ice. Let's see if you fell on it. Let's roll a 1d10. On a
Well, since
5,
it was in the
oh, it's
handy
in the bag.
haversack.
That's true. I'll say that's. Nope, you're right. I'll say that's fine. If it's in the
Okay.
haversack, it's fine.
I've got fur lining.
That's not going to
That's
give you any
wet,
bonus now.
but
Yeah, it's wet.
yeah.
Mhm.
I've got candles.
Candles should be fine if I'm not mistaken. Owen, is that candles should be cool? If
Yeah,
they're
we
wet.
got the candles specifically because they should
For
be
this?
fine, especially in. I imagine we wax the wicks before,
Yeah. Yeah, Skully
transporting
would.
them.
Skully would definitely do that. Definitely. Yeah. Candles are fine.
I've got a tent, or 2 tents actually.
Tents wet.
They're canvas. They're going to take longer to dry, but they are dryable.
Okay.
They are dryable. Yeah.
Rules lawyering time.
Let's do it, man. I want it, please.
So, people that live in the colder regions, right, making igloos where they're
Uh-huh.
insulating the inside with ice,
Yeah.
so it keeps the heat inside. Could I argue that since it's wet and it's probably going to be freezing now, would it make it more No.
No.
Dang.
You're going to be
Thank you.
inside of it. You're going to be melting that ice. It's going to be humid. It's going to be cold.
Oh, there you go.
Why you gotta ruin my dreams like
Thank
that?
you
No,
for
it's
this.
Also,
fine.
you're not going to be
Sorry.
able to manipulate the tent.
Ah.
Now, however, I would say I'd go to try to argue setting up a tent and then covering it in snow, proffering insulation, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I would. Yeah,
I'd try to
I
make
know
an
you're
argument for that.
right. No, listen. Like with your background, Scully, like if that would work, if you think that would work, then that would be, right in your wheelhouse as your
Because
background character.
there are several instances of like igloos. You can make snow shelters. That's why I had
Now
them
you're
make the
from the
snow
snow.
walls, was
This
to try
is
to reflect
out
some
of
of that heat
everything.
back
This
at
is your
me.
jam. This Scully. This is why you were probably selected for this mission. Or I mean, put into place for this mission.
Yeah.
Okay, is that all the items? I didn't get to take
I've
as much as I
got
wanted.
2 more things.
Okay.
I have an insulated bird bag.
I would say that no longer protects him because it's wet. So it's
Okay.
going to need to dry. You still have it, but it tonight it's not going to be something that he can sleep in.
Right. And then the last thing I have is my ring of protection.
That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Ooh, not too bad.
You don't carry a lot of things.
You don't carry too
No,
much.
not really. I carry the heavy stuff. I don't have a lot, but most of the things I carry are chunky.
Yeah.
I mean,
good
I've got
job.
all of my stuff stuffed. My heavy handy haversack is full.
Like smacks. Yeah.
Full.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
need to
have to
get
gut
him
it
to
to
fall
put
in the
anything else
fucking
in
water,
there.
or like losing items, but I can't. Can't get
I
him.
mean,
He's
when
too
it-
good for this. It's like he was made
It
for
got
this.
smacked, and I was like, I'm crying because things got broke in it.
Yeah, that one time you got him. Remember that, David? You shot him with that
Yeah.
arrow in that skill challenge. You got something in there. Okay, as Scully begins to walk into the snow, you guys are surrounded
knolls.
by the knolls. We're gonna jump over to Dusty and Metalmorph and Fiverr. Fiverr slowly begins to kind of come to. He still's got a lot of hit points, so I mean, mechanically, he's fine with hit points, but like narratively, he's been through some shit, right? Narratively,
Yeah.
his arm is missing, and he sits up and he reaches for his sword because he sees these gnolls around.
Um,
But he grabs it and
Dusty-
realizes. Go ahead.
Yeah, if Dusty sees like he's about to kind of like wig out, he'll put his hand
Yeah.
on his chest and put him back down and like, we're fine, we're fine.
Bro, be honest with me, Grandpa. I'm still hot, right? I'm still good looking,
Yes.
even with one
You are
arm.
running a fever. Yes, you're
No.
running a really hot fever. Your head is warm. Lay down, just lay down.
All right,
You
time
see
to
him-
reroll for hotness.
A bard trying to make humor of a situation where he realizes that this is going to impact him for the rest of his life. He lays down. You see him accept your guidance because you are the medical professional here. He's going to do what you say. He lays down. He gives you a shot and he signs with his hand that's available in the Black Dawn. He signs, are these allies or are these enemies?
I'll sign back allies with like an asterisk, or like I'll do the air
Yeah,
quotation
yeah,
and be like,
quotations,
or
I see.
now.
Yeah. He signs back to you to put his weapon underneath him so he can have it hidden.
Yeah, I do so. I do so.
Mhm.
Just
Okay.
as a comfort thing too. Like,
Yeah. He doesn't know if he's
Yeah.
gonna need to strike out at any moment, but he doesn't want to have to like look for his weapon. Okay. And with that, he kind of lays down. You've seen many patients, and you've delivered bad news to them. And he, as much as he's trying to joke about it, you can see that distant stare, that 1,000-yard stare, where he's
yeah.
thinking about like this is really bad. But you are pulled away slightly from the gnolls who are kind of gathering around.
Mhm.
They are talking with one another, kind of heating by the fire. Give me anyone who's proficient in insight. Please give me an insight check. And
Insight with disadvantage.
insight disadvantage. Okay,
Yeah, I don't have insight.
you don't have insight. Okay.
13,
Well, I'm not
not
proficient.
terrible.
Well, you're not proficient. Okay, with the 13, they do seem focused on this fire, and they are trying to keep themselves warm. The leader looks over to you, Metalmorph, and he says, "I've seen your kind before. What is your purpose? Your
Uh,
kind always asks for purpose and meaning."
could I do just a flat history check to see if I would, I guess it would be
Yeah,
disadvantage, but could I do a history check to see if I
yeah.
would remember my purpose?
As you take a second to think about that, in the distance, in the back, you see an elven man pointing to the mountains, wearing a loincloth and a spear.
Mm.
You
Oh, it's so bad.
and it's a distraction, right? This elven man who's been haunting you since you've been here pulls your attention away. The gnoll kind of looks confused, looks at Dusty because it's kind of rude, right, Dusty? This man just Metamorph just ignoring his question as he stares off in the distance. And he says, he looks to you, Dusty, the pack leader, and he says, "Is he okay?"
I'll look at the no leader and tell him he's taken some damage. He's not himself currently. It's been hard on us here as we've made our way through this island. And I'll further ask, and I'll ask the leader, how did you all find yourselves here? Where are you from?
We came upon a weird structure in our land. We were told to investigate. The structure moved when placed magic upon it. We came here in a blink of an eye. Dusty, you know of arcana, you know of teleportation circles, you know of things of that nature. What he's describing to you is something that you have seen in Margar. There is a structure in the desert, a teleportation beacon that the orcs heavily guard. There must be one of those teleportation circles somewhere in this forest.
I'll ask them which direction that they came from, to where we are now.
He points into the forest. He has to make a check for this. Let's see if he's got to make a check. Let me roll him up here real quick. Right. He actually is wise. He's a wise leader. He's not a smart leader. He's not a charming leader, but he's a wise leader. He points kind of away from the mountains, like where the keep is. He points like to the north of there, like not quite. It would be out of your way. It would be going in the other direction.
So it would be north of the keep.
Yeah, north of the keep. But like he points his finger, like it scans across this forest horizon. It would probably I don't know. I think Skully would be the better one to tell you how long of a day travel that might be through the forest.
Okay. I'll note it down in my personal notes. I won't put it in the book.
Okay.
That'll be for me. That'll be for us.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. He says, those creatures, those metal things, I've seen them kill. They hunt for humans, or he doesn't say organic creatures, right? He doesn't say that, but he's seen these Warforged attack like all races for no provocation whatsoever. He says, you be careful. These things will harm people around them. Their eyes glow red. Be careful. Metalmorph, what do you say to that? What do you think about that?
What would I say to that?
Now, you know a little bit of the background that I've talked about in my campaign setting is that the Warforged were first created by the gods to fight the undead. They did
Right.
that job. Then they became the kind of the disciples and the scribes of the gods. They made the humans and the elves and the dwarves, the ancient creatures, worship the gods until the gods left. And then the humans and the elves and the dwarves and the gnomes and the halflings rose up and fought against their oppressors, which were the Warforged. You didn't see that happen, though. I think you fell. Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
You're seeing
I
it.
feel
You're
like I
seeing an
probably
elven
fell.
person. You're seeing an elven person in like really ancient clothing, haunting you.
I am unfamiliar with my kind. I have only rediscovered them recently. Just from what I have perceived, I am not sure I am what you would call ordinary Warforged.
A silence kind of falls over as the gnolls are listening to you speak, all of them. The fire cracks. Um, the gnoll that is there, the pack leader, is going to look to you, Dusty, like waiting for you to say something. And then he's going to make a perception check to see if he sees anything worth of value on you guys. He's kind of testing the waters of your mental now because you're following and carrying around one of these creatures that he thinks are dangerous. Oh, okay. Dusty, he stares at you for a brief moment.
So far, we've been able to trust our comrade here. Have not run into many issues like what you're describing. At least, not unprovoked.
There, within our nation, we banned them from society. Prime, the nation to our north, uses them as slaves. Nazir, the elven nation, keeps them hidden away. Be careful with this tool, construct, or whatever it is. He looks over your stuff. Doesn't seem like you guys are pretty beat up. It looks like if there was a fight, he thinks he could probably take you.
Metalmorph puts his arm in front of Dusty, kind of like protectingly, and
Mhm.
responds to the knoll. I am no one's tool.
And Noel looks deep at you for a moment. There's a sense of you can feel the fear in him. You're insight proficient, Metalmorph. You can feel that he is actually worried for himself being around you in particular. And he looks back into the fire, and we jump over to Skully, who is walking through the snow, approaching the forest.
It's me.
It's you! As you approach the forest, the sounds around you stop. It is eerily quiet as you approach this forest. You still hear the sounds somehow of the snow whipping around. The silence is deafening. The hairs on your
Two
neck and
gnolls with me
arms.
have spears.
Yeah, they have spears. Yes.
I would hold. I would just have my longbow in one hand, um, as we're walking up, probably pulling. I'd ask them if they'd be willing to pull the cart,
Yeah, they'd pull the
or
cart.
if one of them would be willing to pull the sled.
Yeah, one of them would pull the sled. Definitely. Definitely. They both kind of you essentially what you with the speaking abyssal, he kind of gave with them able to speak it as well. Um, they've definitely more understanding and following your instructions.
Okay.
And they will do that for you.
And I'd just keep my head on a swivel for both antagonistic enemies and also prey, if there's any prey around.
Hmm.
Um, I know it's dead quiet, so I'm more leaning towards we might get hunted in this instance.
Yeah.
Um, and I'd talk to them in Abyssal a little bit while we're walking
Yeah.
up there, and I'd ask, like, where are you guys? Or yeah, I'd ask, so where are you from? Because you're obviously not dressed for this kind of weather or prepared for this.
One of the one that's probably has a little bit more courage speaks up. He says, "We are from our nation, Salan.
Hmm,
We were told to watch this thing, magic. We stepped into it, and it brought us here. That was days
gotcha.
ago."
Um, why didn't you stay at the thing that brought you here? Are you unfamiliar with this climate, so started traveling away?
We went to search to find things around. We got lost.
I see. Okay. Um, well, I don't know about the two of you, but this is very similar to my homeland. I don't know if how you want to approach this.
You
We're
can
living out
lead
here.
us.
Okay. Then if it's all right with you, and you're confident in my abilities, I would like to stand watch primarily, just in case anything comes out of the woods at us, as y'all can just collect any wood really, preferably dry wood. It's gonna be hard because it's cold. Um,
Mhm.
onto this cart, and then we'll start pulling it back, and maybe if there's any fallen trees, pulling those towards us. But we're not going to travel very far into the forest. We're only searching the outskirts.
Yeah. And on the outskirts of the forest, they do begin to follow. And now you're staying with the cart and kind of, you're not like kind of in the forest, right? You're on the outside of it, or how did you bring the
So
cart in
I'd
just a little
be,
bit?
we'd bring the cart like to the forest's edge, and then they'd, put the wood on the cart, and I'd be kind of in the middle of that area, watching both of them and the surroundings, just
Yeah.
pinging everything. I'd probably, since we're at the edge, and if it's kind of clear, probably go up a tree a little bit and just
Oh,
sit
nice. Yeah.
watch up the tree.
Yeah. They're
And
grabbing
I
some
teach them while we're
stone.
walking up,
Mhm.
like, key hoot phrases. So, like, one hoot means,
Like,
safe, and I do it at interview intervals, and then, like,
yeah.
3 hoots is GTFO.
Get the bug
Grab
out.
the
Yeah,
cart and
yeah.
run.
Yeah. So they're grabbing like the frozen branches that are on the ground. They're kind of collecting those up. From your vantage point, you see what appears to be a body laying in the ground in the snow, maybe about 30 feet from where you are, deeper into the forest. The
Um,
It is
I
wearing
hoot to get their
boot.
attention, and I
Mhm.
just let them know, don't go more than a certain, like, I'd give them, like, probably a 10-foot distance in the forest, but they can go, like, 20 feet out from where we are, or 30 feet out from where we are, as they're still within sight. I just say,
Mhm.
don't delve deep into the forest, no matter what, no matter what you see, and I'll investigate it once I send them back on their way with the
Okay.
wood.
Yeah, they pile it up. It takes a little bit of time to do so, but they have enough wood that you feel confident is enough for the fire.
Okay.
They toss it back onto the sled.
I don't know if I necessarily know this, but I know Metalmorph will need about 4 hours of sleep to be able to obtain a short rest in this
Yeah.
instant.
Uh,
I'm going for about 4 hours of wood
a
so he can
foot
maintain a.
so he could maintain the heat. And yeah, gotcha.
Yep.
And you have enough for that. Yeah, this is your good. There's no roll needed. You're good at this. This is like
Okay.
your
And
own
then
jam.
they've stacked up on that. If there are any fallen trees around, I'd just ask the other one who's not pulling the cart to drag that back too.
Yeah, he will then do so as well. They begin to pull it away. They look at you as you still kind of are still in the tree.
And I'd tell them straight. I'm like, I'm going to investigate something just slightly further into the woods a little bit as y'all are heading back. I'll be following you shortly, but if you hear a very loud, unforgettable scream, oh, I have Victor. That's right.
Uh huh. You
But if
do.
you hear a very loud hoot from me, you'll know. Drop
Yeah.
everything and run. Just full book it back to the
Yes,
camp and let them
we'll.
know something's coming.
We hear your hoot. We will run with our firewood.
And then I will use the animal ring for let me remember what it does. It's in here and I can just click it and open it. Ring of animal influence. Open in a separate menu so I can see it. And I will use one of the charges on it to cast. Or wait, does it require a charge? Yeah. So I will use one charge on it to speak with animals, to speak with Victor, which will be a cool experience. Um, and I'll ask him if he's also spotted that body or pointed out to him. Ooh. I'm either deaf or he's muted.
I
Sorry
can
about
hear
that.
you. Oh,
Yeah.
You're good.
Sorry. Yeah. He crouches down. His eyes narrow. He looks at the body there. And he says, "Closer. I'll get
I
closer."
would ask him, I'd ask him, how comfortable are you with searching the area, just immediate vicinity for predators,
It,
other
yeah.
danger, and I'll investigate.
Yeah. You with that he no words need to be said. He flies off. He's very brave, confident. He flies off. You
And as he's
see
flying off,
him.
I just say, "Be
Mhm.
safe, please."
Yes, he says. He what does he say? 3 hoots for running away. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, 3
He
hoots
says
running
three
away.
hoots. Yeah, that's what he says when he uh, when he flies up. And
Um, I leave the 2 in case the third gets interrupted, so I know like 2 is
yeah,
something's wrong.
yeah, yeah. You
And I'll
move
go investigate the
towards.
body. Perception first to see if
Yeah.
there's anything immediate danger.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I'm unaware
You are fine, my friend. You
and
approach this uh,
casually stealth
creature.
up to it to not
Mm-hmm.
alert anything.
Oh
A
yeah, you
23.
move quietly. When you peer around the corner, it looks like a slain body in the snow, freshly killed. The
Hmm.
body is a knoll. There is
Oh,
piercing damage done to his chest and abs area.
piercing
He
damage, like
is
teeth
slightly
marks, like he
breathing.
looked predatory.
He's slightly breathing.
I whisper to him in Abyssal. Who are
He
you?
He rolls over and he looks
I
at
would
you.
have a dagger ready as I'm helping him, kind of like
Uh-huh.
push him over, and I just am examining him while
Yeah.
also watching him
The
for
damage,
actions
yeah.
to me.
You look at him and he looks at you, and there is immediate fear in his eyes. He says, "You?
I
Why
met
did you
let's
betray
pretend.
us?
Oh, wait,
We just
what?
wanted fire and warmth. You killed us."
I don't know what you're talking about. I have 10 of your kind. Does he look
He
like
reaches
somebody, one
up.
of the
He
10? Does he look like one of the 10?
Make me a charisma check to see if you remember the faces. With advantage, because you talked to them and they were more open to you.
12.
12. With the 12, he does look like one of the ones that are back in that you left behind. He
I
reaches
would
up
say
and tries to
straight to him.
grab your shirt to kind of like, not to like be violent, just to like pull you in to look at you. Damn
I'd say, are you
curse
real?
you. Curse you.
This isn't right. There's 10 of you back at fire,
You
back at camp.
betrayed. You see him reaching for a dagger that's in the snow.
I would stab my dagger past his hand towards the snow
Mhm.
and say, this isn't real. You're not real.
You see the
Who are you?
condensation pour out of his mouth. What does it feel like when the bloodlust hits you, when you see blood moving and flowing, Skully?
Ooh, crap. Would this be an instance? It would be like a craving almost,
Yeah,
like a sudden
it's
instance of
everywhere.
like need.
Yeah, it's
Um,
everywhere. There's blood
like
pouring out of
a
his
feeling,
chest.
a sudden feeling of starvation.
Okay. Yeah. Any check that you want to roll for this, because it
Uh,
is like just flowing out, and the blood is warm. It's leaving off steam, little smoke.
would you? This is a question posed. Would you say wisdom would be something for like
Yeah,
willpower?
I think so. Yeah, wisdom. I say
Okay,
wisdom, constitution would be something too. Yeah, definitely.
I'll just roll this to you. Let's see what happens. I'm
Okay.
thinking that's going to be a fail since
Yeah,
it's
I'm
been a
thinking so
minute.
too. Hmm. I think
So,
so too.
and you know what? While we're at it, I'll use part of my feature. So, I'm gonna roll this to you. Let's see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
I just pull him in, just
Yeah,
straight like
pull them
grab him
in.
and pull him in and right
Yeah,
in the neck.
yeah. The sweet, warm blood uh,
So
fills your mouth. It is like nectar, sweet nectar from the gods.
I
You
got
drink
HP
deep.
back.
Yeah, you drink deep and deep. He's gurgling something to you, but your hunger is, with that fail, your hunger is beyond. As you tune out his gurgling words, you catch something along the lines of betrayers, and he falls lifeless.
I would
Shh.
look for Victor. Do I see Victor anywhere?
No, he's still in
I would
the
take some
air.
snow and just kind of wipe it on my face, to pick up any
Hmm.
blood and slap it in the blood pile next to him.
Hmm.
Um, and just kind of shuffle some snow on top of him.
Yeah, and as you do, you kind of notice then that there are more of them laying around this area. You turn around and there is others laying strewn, other gnolls dead. You count the same number as that is
Could
with you at
I?
the party.
Could
And
I do
two
an
of the
insight
ones
check
that, yeah, two of the ones
to
that were there.
see
Go ahead.
if this is legit? Like if this is real?
Yeah,
Because they were asking us if we were real.
yeah. There's some, they don't, yeah. This is, these things are real. They feel real. The blood in your mouth is real. It tastes good. These things are, you see them strewn about. You see the pack leader laying face dead. You've known a blast of force energy from Dusty before. You've
Oh
seen
wait, they were
what?
in loincloths?
Yeah,
I
they were
take
in
their
one.
clothes.
Okay, yeah,
I bring
you
them back
remove
to
their
camp and I
clothes.
give them to the 10 we've got there.
Huh? Definitely. But all these wounds on these people seem like wounds from your party.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Okay. Um, so I take their clothes and I meet back up with I call Victor back, one hoot.
Yeah, he swings
Um,
in. Yeah,
I say,
lands
well, this
quietly on you.
is interesting. and I just say we're gonna go meet back up with the two gnolls going back to camp.
Okay. Yeah.
Are they
You
still there? Do I
guys,
see their silhouettes
they're
walking
still
back?
there. The two gnolls are still standing on the forest edge, and you've seen their dead bodies not even 30 seconds before in the woods.
Interesting.
They give you like a
Oh,
nod and a wave.
okay. Yep. And I'm meeting. I fly over. Victor flying with me and meet them.
You
Head back to camp.
okay?
Help them pull. Uh,
Give
yeah. There were
give me a stealth check to see how much blood you exactly wiped off because you can't see what you're doing. You can't see yourself.
13.
13. There's a little bit still on your kind of face, a little bit around your hands, maybe from the clenching. He looks at it
Lies
suspiciously.
time. Gonna lie through my beak.
Yeah.
There was there was a corpse in the snow. It tried to it engaged with me, and well, it's no longer alive. I thought it was a corpse at one. Half truths. Half truths.
Half truth.
Half truths give me advantage?
I'll give you advantage on a half truth. Yeah. Yeah. Um, unfortunately for you, though, you are exhausted. You have one level of exhaustion.
Yeah. So it's a 6, but I mean, and I just, there was a corpse in the
They
snow.
share like a side eye that you on without even an insight check, you know that they're like, okay, and they grab their stuff. They don't say anything at this moment. And they
Yeah.
grab the
I'll
stuff.
be adjacent just because I see them not believing me, and I'm like, okay, we're all suspicious of each other now.
Hmm You
We
guys
get back to
begin
camp.
to head back to camp. Sure enough, in that moment, you guys, unless you guys, I'll jump over to Metalmorph and Dusty. Unless you guys want to betray these gnolls and kill them right now, is there anything that you guys want to say before you see Skully kind of on the horizon coming in your general direction?
I think Metalmorph's just gonna.
Whoops.
Oh, you say
No,
something?
no, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead first. I was muted, but it's all right.
I think Metalmorph's just gonna like. I don't know what other phrase to use other than like hold the line. I guess kind of like keep our party like kind of be the wall between our party and the gnolls, just in
Mm-hmm.
case
Mm-hmm.
something were to happen. So he's like
Yeah.
he'll
Yeah,
be at the
definitely.
ready.
I have a question.
Yeah, let's hear it.
How long does it take to attune to a weapon?
Well, probably about, I would say probably about an hour.
Because if was Scully earlier, Scully said he would have been gone like about 4-ish. Am I right or am I wrong thinking that?
4? Like
No, he
4
was saying
hours?
it would be 4 hours for me to
Oh,
take a short
right.
rest to get my stuff
Mhm.
Yeah.
back.
Oh, so how long would Scully have been gone then in that case?
To grab your firewood, I would say it's probably been about an hour.
All right. So okay, so this brings me to my other question. I'm curious to see how am allowed to use the Sword of Sharpness.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think because of my ability
Can't you like
allows
attune to
me,
any weapon?
yes, to any particular weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Except it says when I attack with that weapon, I use my charisma modifier instead of my
You'll
strength
have
or
to use your
dexterity.
strength. You will have to use your strength.
Okay.
Whenever you finish a long rest, you can touch one weapon you are proficient with that lacks the two-handed property. This is a two-handed weapon. Because this is a great sword, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Two-handed sword.
This is a great sword.
You still will have to use your strength modifier.
So does that mean okay, so is that a +1 to however the weapon works, or is that just a 1? Because in the character sheet it says I have a +3 for the attack roll, but the damage type I just see a 1 on it.
Yeah, so damage, you'll get a modifier of your strength modifier, but attack roll adds your proficiency. So if you have a strength +1 or a strength of like 12 or 13, that'll be a +1. Your proficiency bonus right now should be 2. That'll give you the +2, so you get +3 to your attack. But the
Mm-hmm.
strength modifier will give you the +1 to damage.
Okay, because it doesn't have a damage Oh, it does. Hold on. It says damage 1d6 plus strength, but it says plus 0. Like I don't know why it's set up that way.
If it's a
Oh, it's
greatsword,
because
it
you're not
should be.
attuned.
Yeah, it should be 2d. Should be
And if it's
2d6.
a greatsword, it should be 2d6. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm asking because it's set up weird on my character sheet.
Oh yeah, we could probably fix that if you want to edit that in there. You can edit the damage just by typing in what the damage is. Like so, instead of, it says 1d6, you can type in 2d6 there, plus your 1 to strength. It is slashing, and then it has other effects. The sword does, and you can type those damage effects in if you like.
Okay.
Or would be.
I just want to make sure it's right. Okay, so it'd be attack, strength, position, proficient.
You would not have any proficiency bonus added on top since you're not proficient with great swords. It would just be.
No, he is. It's a martial weapon.
But
He's
doesn't it
proficient
have
with
to
all
be?
martial weapons.
Oh,
That's
I
why
You
did
I'm
just
not
asking.
can't.
know
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
that.
You just can't
Okay,
Because
modify it
I know
to
Owen
add
brought
his
it up last
charisma
time.
modifier. So what it
gotcha.
is he's
Okay, that's my
proficient with
bad.
all medium armor, shields, and martial weapons. He can use all weapons. He just can't
He can't use his charisma
influence.
modifier.
Yep.
And
He
okay,
can't use his charisma modifier on that specific weapon.
gosh, I did not
So
know that. Okay, that's interesting information.
yeah, so I have a +1 strength proficiency. The damage type would be 2d6 plus my strength modifier, which would be 1, right?
Yep.
Okay.
If you drag and drop the greatsword into your inventory and equip it, it should auto do that.
That's what I thought it did, but it didn't look like that's what happened. So I don't
Interesting.
know. I want to make sure I had that set up. Because like now it's kind of funky. Yeah. I don't know why it's doing it that way now. I'll mess with it later. Just for the sake of argument, though, I just want to make sure that that's doable.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
for
and
the
that should be.
warlock
I don't
hexblade
see.
class, you gain that,
Yeah, I don't know why. This is a weird way. It doesn't.
and you'll still gain the bonuses for a target you've cursed too.
Right.
It's just the only exception is you cannot make two-handed weapon your charisma modifier.
Right. Yeah, I'll mess with that later.
Hey, Mr. Blacksmith, can you shorten the handle so this is a long sword, quote unquote, now?
That would be one
That's a
heavy
thought.
longsword.
Okay. So in terms of the situation, I think I'm doing the same thing I've been doing. I produce flame in my hand, and I just kind of fiddle it around with my fingers, like Jack Sparrow fiddles around with that coin, in an almost intimidating manner, but like kind of just playing around, just to have it ready.
All right, so you're kind of dancing this flame in your fingers, um, doing that. You said intimidating them, kind of, sort of like showing your power a little bit. Is that kind of what you're doing?
Yeah, cause like I mean, I assume like as I'm making the fire come into being, it's producing a green flame, which I would presume they would deem unnatural.
Natural flame, yeah. You see them all take notice of that, um, but they seem to be mostly focused on keeping warm at this time. Skully does approach, and the party's reconvened. Firewood is brought. Skully wipes off the remainder of his blood that was pointed out to him, and the party is together once again.
I returned the ring -1 charge to Metalmorph.
Thank you.
Victor flies on
And
you, Metalmorph, to try to nuzzle up against you.
Oh. While we're here, everybody gathered together. I want to do something to try and lower the tensions a little bit.
Okay.
Where would our wine bottles be at?
those
they'd be on
probably
your
would have been on the
sled.
cart.
I want to grab the one that's like the love potion or whatever that charms people.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna roofie them.
And then I'm gonna pop the cork and then walk over to him, sit down,
Oh.
and offer
Mhm.
it to him.
Oh yeah, he takes it without even thinking. He probably hasn't had anything to drink in a while.
So, question:
Share between everyone.
Hmm.
since the love potion was diluted in wine, would it not have as strong of an effect?
I would say, because I don't know. Yeah, if it's diluted in wine, I would say
Is it
he.
diluted? Or
Or
is the
do you
potion
want to give him the
itself?
whole thing? You want to give him just the whole potion?
Everybody's gonna split the bottle between each other. Is
Oh, they're
what
gonna.
I was trying to do.
Well, he has to drink the whole bottle to
You
come
have
under the
to
effects.
get under the
Mhm.
effect. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So he's got to drink the whole thing. So
Mm.
he will drink it all down if you let him. You crack it open, he doesn't even think
I'll crack
twice.
it open, hand it to him, let him do whatever he wants with it.
Yeah, he drinks it all in front of his men. Yeah. As he wipes his mouth, he looks at you. You see his.
So, question,
Hmm.
and I'm just trying to a little bit crap on parade. If the creature is of a species and gender you are normally attracted to, you regard it as your true love while you are charmed. So he
Yeah.
would have to imagine that in this instance, Metalmorph is
I'm
a
pretty sure
creature that he is attracted
I'm pretty sure I'm not his type, quote unquote.
Yeah. Yeah. He is charmed by you. Um, he's a male. The gender thing is kind of he's not too much onto you, but he is definitely. You see, he
Is it
loosens
just
up his.
gender? I thought it was like you have to be like the same species that you would consider
I
to.
think
attracted
so.
to.
Preferred. So they have to be attracted to that species and gender.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's
Okay, yeah.
attracted to quote unquote murder robots, as you put
Yeah.
it. So
But
we're
he
good
is
on that
charmed.
note.
But he is charmed. Yes, he looks to you and uh, he looks to you in awe, enamored. The things I said earlier, I did not mean to speak to you that way.
I hold my hand up to like kind of have him stop talking. Uh, I am not associated with those other Warforged. I take no insult.
You're kind. It's harsh how some treat your kind. We are mostly just afraid.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. He starts laughing. He looks to his men. He makes them start laughing as well. And yeah, you have a charmed pack leader, kind of like he's sitting a little bit like too close to you. You know, you're like a little bit uncomfortably
Like,
close to you.
back
Yeah.
up a little bit, my guy.
Yeah. But you see him. You know, you catch him looking at you. I mean, like you're hanging. He's hanging on every word you say. He's waiting for you to speak. But he is definitely charmed. The others look at him kind of weird too. His demeanor and his attitude change like 180. Uh-huh.
Like, oh, what the fuck's wrong with our boss?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Skully's there now, and the firewood has arrived. He orders his men to kind of get the firewood off. He asks you, Metamorph, where you want him to put the firewood.
Uh, just put it in center of camp, wherever we can all keep warm.
And then so I would directly direct Metalmorph. Firewood is for when you want to take rest, so let us know when to start using it and you can go to sleep.
Metalmorph nods. I do not require to fully sleep. I can
I
stay
put
conscious.
in Black Dawn sign language quotation marks when I say sleep.
uh, I do not require sleep. I can rest, but I can still do minor things like keeping the fire stoked. I can
Can you? Because it
tend to.
means maintaining concentration and casting a spell every minute.
Me and David went through it together, and we decided that as long as I'm not like casting like leveled spells or anything, like things that would
Okay.
take a lot of
Mhm.
energy, it's fine.
Oh, okay, perfect. So yeah, we just got extra fire.
Yeah, extra fire, bigger fire, more firewood. Yeah, definitely. Give you
We
guys a
could
plus to your frost check if you have
we
to
could
make one out
place
here.
we could actually place multiple fires around the camp.
Yeah,
Try to
yeah.
I was
For
gonna
every
say,
fire
since
you
we
place,
have
I give you a
bonfire,
+5.
I'm saying we give them the firewood and you cast bonfire on us,
that works.
around us. So we're isolated. They've got their fire, we've got our fire.
There's a little bit of moments where the gnolls are like whispering to each other, and you hear their leader like bark or hound an order at them to shut up.
Ooh.
And
I would ask their leader in Abyssal how he would like to divvy up watch for the night,
um,
since they've
he
got 10
says,
of them.
"I will stand guard with your metal friend there. The
Okay,
others will sleep in shifts. I will leave 2 men with each one of you to protect us while we sleep."
okay, appreciate it. Um, and then I would look at Metalmorph and Dusty. How do y'all want to split up these sleep shifts? Because we're gonna have to do some sort of overlap. I feel maybe have Metalmorph in the middle. Um, do his rest in the middle. Wait,
I'm as long as I'm not doing anything, it's considered resting. Like anything
yeah.
major, so I can keep watch
Um,
all night essentially. And if y'all want to like switch out like who's awake with me or whatever, just to have like an extra set of eyes.
okay. I think we'll do that then. So I can take first watch if Dusty wants to go to sleep. I'll keep a general eye on Fiverr just to see his states during this. You know, as bad as it might be, the craving for blood, making sure his bandages don't get too nasty.
Nasty. Mm-hmm.
Um, and then just a general ear out for screeches that don't sound like the wind just blowing by.
All right. You guys are gonna hunker down for the day and just like hang out here.
I
All
think
right.
so.
Okay. You guys need some
Oh,
sleep. Mm-hmm.
I will do this though, actually, since we'll have Metalmorph on watch constantly. If you're okay with it, guys, I will go and see if I can find anything prowling around at night that could be prey, easy prey, and just bring that back for
Get some
food.
food. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to stay pretty close, but I think that'd be wise for my watch, quote unquote watch.
No, that's fine.
That sounds good.
Metamorph said he had wine, right?
I took one of the bottles of love potion or what that was the wine that I was referring to.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just marked one off, so we've got 3 left.
DM, for argument's sake, that love potion,
Mm-hmm.
would that bottle look similar to a sleeping potion I have?
I think the bottles are different because the bottles that you have are maybe more of your taste than from Margar. The bottles from there, these are elven bottles, so they look more intricate and different. There's a slight difference to them. You can dump one out and fill it though. You know what I mean? Like switch out the stuff.
Okay.
So I'm
Sit
on
around
first
for a little bit.
watch.
Yeah, sit around for a little bit for the day.
If we're still doing daytime stuff, I'll just go hunting for the time being.
Okay. Yeah, give me a
Um,
survival check to see if you can find anything in these plains. All right.
Hey,
Ooh, there you go. You do find a little small furry creature. It's a monstrosity, but you see the fur is healthy. It's nothing too hard for you to catch and kill.
okay.
And with a swift arrow shot, you grab it and bring it over. It's if you share it with
I was about to
everyone
say, how
here,
small is it?
I'm gonna say it. You're not gonna be able to feed everybody a full ration. If it's just for you four, then you're fine. If you share it with the others, then it's going to be an issue.
Um,
With the 22,
this would be a
um,
21. It's not at
21.
advantage.
Okay, with the 21, that's a good scrap. I made the DC hard. I didn't even think that you would
Yeah.
find anything, but you did. So, yeah. Mm,
You know what I'd do?
mhm.
I would, since there's three of us who are eating, and then the little bird friend, I'd split my serving in like a quarter to give to the bird. And then Metalmorph serving, I'd hand to the chief and I'd say, I'm sorry, I didn't find a lot, but there was something. And I'd also hand them cloths that I found now because I went out hunting. And I'd say, I also found these on some corpses out there.
Oh,
So he
yeah,
gets one serving of rations and loincloths.
yeah. Um, that's a
And I'll give
creature
him the
that you.
fur for this creature.
Yeah, that's a
Sure.
creature that you found. It's a monstrosity here, and
How are these guys looking like food wise?
they
Like,
are looking like pretty bad. They haven't. They said they've been here for a few days. That's what they told Skully. So they are. They look still like physically okay. It's the cold that's really getting them, and the lack of water probably. But
Oh, I'd actually take out one of my pots and just start
snow
melting
water?
water. Yep.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
I would DM if it's allowed,
mm-hmm.
because Scully, because Dusty is also proficient in survival.
Yeah.
Would we be able to make a bit of like a broth with the bones of this creature?
Oh heck yeah. Yeah, this will be enough to if you guys all work together and make a good meal like that. It'll be I would say the broth with the fur and everything. Some clever thinking from the players. I would say that yes, I'll give you all rations for the day. Meal can stretch with some
Okay.
clever
Well, so then
He
thinking.
that way,
stretches
like some
well.
people can eat the meats, and then some people can have like the broth.
Broth, yeah. And the pack leader eats the meats for everyone that is there. He will hand down the broth to his subordinates after you guys all eat well.
And then he's got, and I would publicly, you know, give him the cloths I got off the corpses that I found previously and the fur so that it's his people who can go after him for not handing them out, not me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mr. DM.
Yes, sir.
I double checked the rules that we did for my Sentry's Rest. It says we put it as things determined reasonable by the DM, and it gave a few examples like repairing armor and keeping watch and stuff. Would you consider casting a cantrip like every 10 minutes reasonable?
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. It
Okay.
doesn't take too much time or focus or effort. You just do it. Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure. Didn't want to
You
cheese
hand.
it.
Hey, no problem. You hand the loincloths over, and as you do, he picks one of them up. He looks at it for a second, and then he smells it.
Ooh.
He
That
That
sounds
looks.
it's fine.
He looks at his party. And he looks at you. You see the familiar look of confusion on his face.
And I just straight say to him, there were corpses looking very similar to you guys out there, and I don't mean any disrespect, but I did take the cloths because the living can use them more than the dead.
Corpses like us, more gnolls. They have come looking for us. He looks at his allies. Where at?
Um, far into the forest, further into the forest.
They begin to start all stand up and rise and grab their weapons and stuff. He
I
looks
looked
to
them dead
you.
in the eye. I looked straight at the guy and I said, "It's almost nighttime, and it
uh
is dark, and you guys are not in the shape to be able to leave and go do this."
Ooh,
take
make me a. Go ahead.
can I help with that and say like
Yeah.
uh take it from us what would your kind say, looking back towards Skully? uh we have had our shit kicked in.
And I point
Yeah.
the I look straight at them and I point at their hands and feet and I'm like, y'all can't even walk and hold your weapons properly.
hmm With
Persuasion,
all
you said?
that, persuasion with advantage. Okay.
Hey, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. They you can see the bravery and the hope return to their eyes, thinking that there are others looking for them, but they think better of it. The leader nods. He says, "First light, we will go find the others. We need to make it back home." His loins,
Respectable.
passes them out, but as he does, everybody's looking at them and smelling them and looking at each other. There's a scent on these, scent of their out themselves,
Yep.
and there is mass murmurs and confusion going on into the group.
I
He
just say it's best not to think about these things much. We're also thoroughly confused.
yeah, don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be fine. And I'm gonna have them make some checks for. You're giving them their clothes that is probably slightly bloodstained and smells like them. That needs to be a check of some sort. Let's see if they get any madness or any. Yeah, I'm gonna make them make a frost check.
Carl, I think this one's yours. It smells like your crotch.
Yeah,
Like, just
yeah,
passing it
true.
back and forth.
Yeah, true, right? That would be weird as fuck. My clothes, you're handing me my clothes that smell like me and said you found them somewhere else and somebody else in the fucking. Yeah. Let's see. What DC
I mean, I'm
am I
still
gonna
wearing
set
my
this?
clothes, so that checks out somehow.
Yeah, true.
Damn,
True.
I guess I smell like death.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do an extended cold mental table, and the DC for their frost check I'm gonna roll it here will be 25 because that's where you are now.
Would
The
they
closer you get
get
to,
a +5 with
they
the
get a plus
campfires?
5 from the campfire. Yep.
Sweet.
Leader makes it easily. That guy makes it. There's only one so far that's gonna fail this. He fails too. Yeah, that guy fails too. Half of them begin to kind of become paranoid. They suffer from paranoia on the extended table. No
Sounds about right.
longer trust your closest allies. You no longer count as a friendly creature to anyone, nor does anyone count as a friendly creature to you in regards to abilities and spells. The only creature that can benefit from a spell and ability can target is yourself. You see three of them begin to kind of back talk, and they look at you, Skully. Two of the ones that you took with you, two of the ones that you saw that saw blood on you. They're staring at you a little bit longer in between conversation as the day goes on till the night comes up. Who's
Be it as
taking
it
first
will.
watch? Who's on
I
first
will.
watch? Okay.
With Metalmorph leaning in there in the background.
Yeah, yeah. I can imagine Metamorph. The time is 10:45. The time is 10:50. Like every sounding off. Every, um, yeah. um, let's roll for an encounter for the night. D100. Somebody want to roll me a D100? Now listen,
I'll
you
do
have
it.
a good group.
Nope, I
Oh,
already did it.
nice. Yeah, no
Oh,
problem.
nice.
You had a good group. You have a fire, but with a 28, I don't think you are a crook. No, because it's a 50 or higher. You are fine. The night, your rest goes on, Skully, with no incident, no sense of anything going on.
I can appreciate this.
Mm-hmm. Who's next?
I would be next.
All right. Listen, you don't want to get higher than 90, my friend.
Okay, so D100.
D100.
D1 hundo.
Oh, you're
Oh,
fine. Good
hell
job.
yeah.
Yeah, you're good. Your time goes without any incident. You
Yeah.
watch is
Just
easily done.
for just for clarity, if I can, if it's not too much, I would just kind of be tending to Fiverr through the night.
Oh yeah. With that too, yeah, that'd be fine. You bundling up and giving him I'm gonna give him another +5 on his frost check because you're kind of like covering him and like providing aid for him. But the night happens and midnight approaches, and I need frost checks from everybody because that's
Okay.
cold.
Okay, hold on.
So what does
Rips
this
through
fire give us for a
the fire.
bonus?
Two
Real
fire.
quick,
The huddle. Okay, the huddle of everybody there gives you a +5. Okay, the fire
Okay.
also gives you a +5. Okay,
Okay.
so you have a +10 to this roll.
Question.
Okay,
Okay.
with just that, what's up?
Since I'm kind of like centered in the middle of the camp to like keep watch of both sides and just like keep a general eye on everything, would I
Mhm.
get the benefit of 2 fires?
I think it would be the benefit of one fire, my friend.
Oh thank God.
All right, I was worth a try.
DC
Damn,
25.
plus
You guys
20?
got this.
Yeah, the 10 from the fires in the huddle and the 10 from my natural and weather clothes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because we have fur lining stuff, right?
Yeah, yep, you guys do. Except for
Um,
Metalmorph, he doesn't have fur lining stuff right now.
Yeah, I just want
I
to make
mean,
sure. So
it's
it's
been a bit since we've been having the fires go.
okay.
You think
Yeah, so I
that
get
would
a
be long
plus.
enough?
If it's like,
I
I'll
think it would be decent.
Okay, yeah, I'll say so then, Skully. Yeah, then I think yeah, you guys have been here for about a day, waiting for some time. Yeah, I'll say that you do have the fur lining. It has been thawed out by the fire.
I mean,
does
we were able to melt
Victor
quite a bit of
have
snow.
his little bag dried out?
Yeah, I would say that those anything
Okay.
that could be dried out by the fire, I think Skully with Owen
Okay,
says that it would be. It would be.
So DM, just to make sure, so I get one for the fire, one for the huddle, and then I can still keep my +5 for my fur lined stuff, right?
Yep.
So
This
it'd
should be an
be
easy check for you.
plus 15 plus the D20, right? That's
Yep.
that's how we
It's
do it?
yep. You're gonna roll a. You can roll a d20. Yep.
Oh,
Let's
hell
go.
Yeah.
All right, so this is for Metalmorph. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. And this is for Victor.
No. Come on, Victor, you can do it. And then I'll do one for Fiverr, and I'll give him an extra +5 because he's getting really taken care of here.
This one is for Victor.
Yeah. DM,
Yeah,
for
he's good.
Fiverr, I would definitely have my I have a winter blanket specifically that I would have wrapped him up in.
Wrap him up. But yeah, I figured you'd take really good care of him in that way. Let's see. 10, 15. He's not going to be able to fail this either. So here's a d20, but he has a plus 20 now as well. So he just got to roll higher than a 5. Yeah, he's good. Hey, he's good. All
So
right,
question, does this mean we
Mhm.
don't have exhaustion anymore either?
You don't have exhaustion. Whoever passed does not have
Okay,
exhaustion. If you failed, I'm sorry,
Oh,
you
this,
still.
it was a 25 save?
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Oh, 25 save. Okay, cool. No disadvantage for initiative and ability. Cool
Metalmorph.
beans.
Metalmorph is not catching a break.
No.
I'm getting real put through my paces here. This is the.
The next morning, the sun rises. It's actually a nice day today.
I stick Metalmorph straight in the sun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't move.
wait! Can I use my vodka?
Oh, you can.
I wanna
It's
use
what
my-
you bought it for.
Yeah! What would
Mhm.
vodka do?
I
Would
told
I-
you to give you another +5, I
At
believe.
+5, so I would
Mhm.
be 26.
You would get it there.
Ah! Let's
Just
go!
barely.
You would have to have 3 levels of exhaustion, my friend.
Russian
My
vodka for
God.
the win! Let's go!
Oh,
All right. It is, all your
Ugh.
exhaustion seems to be wiped out. You guys
All
get
of
a
it?
good night's sleep. Yeah. You take.
Because I have 2 levels.
Oh, you have 2. I'm sorry. That's right.
Okay.
You now have 1 level.
Okay,
of
that's fine.
exhaustion.
As long as I have my speed. Jesus Christ, that shit sucked.
Yeah. All right. The morning rises. The sun
Okay.
comes up. The forest, eerie and quiet. And
how
I
long does it
think-
stay from the forest we have to get to Benanar Keep?
1 day through the forest.
Yeah, one day travel up, I believe.
I look straight at the party, load everything up. Fiverr stays on the cart. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yep. You guys begin to head. Are you taking your Knoll friends with you?
I left them embers for the fire. They said they were going to go look at the corpses. I didn't tell them where exactly the corpses were.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, they're because they begin to get ready. They look at you guys. They shake your. They give out a handshake to each one of you guys. The paranoid ones don't greet your eyes as they stand in the back. The pack leader shakes you, greets you, or shakes your guys' hands. He says, "Thank you. Your kindness means a lot in times like this."
I give them a recommendation. Take some of those embers with you. You're gonna need them to start another fire.
Yeah, he calls out to his men. They grab some of the fire that's still been burning, and they begin to head, kind of walking in your general direction for a little bit until they kind of split off slightly. And
And then I tell the party exactly what I found in hushed whispers.
yeah, and you guys begin to enter the forest. And I think next session we will start your travel through the forest. And we'll do that next Sunday, guys. Next Sunday. You guys
Just
are getting
trying to
close.
get Metalmorph a
Man.
long rest here.
Dude.
Yeah, Metalmorph. We gotta roll them dice,
Oh my
bro.
lord.
Gotta get them heals back.
You got one.
There's a
Man.
You
short
got
rest
one
to
hit
hit
dice when you
dice.
woke up, though, so you got
Oh,
one
that's
to use.
right. Thank God. Can I? Oh, wait. Before we close off, can I just cast
Uh-huh.
mending on myself?
Yeah,
please,
you can mend
God.
your hit dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm at max HP now.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
No, I'm fucking with you. Okay.
Oh my God! I
Dusty
thought
has not been hit like
Dude,
at all for a
Not.
I
while.
thought you were gonna betray those gnolls.
I was ready
Goodness.
to. I was so ready to, dude.
I'm glad that health
Not me
potion that
trying
played
to
the
avoid it.
clutch. Mm-hmm. That was nice. Good play, you guys. Yeah, the forest. There is a little bit something in this forest that is terrifying. Hopefully you guys don't bump into it. You're 2 days away from the keep. 2
And
days,
we
guys.
saw the frozen humans, right?
Yeah.
The ice sculpture
Oh
covered
no, you
humans.
haven't came across those yet.
Okay.
That might be something that you bump into here. Could be something in another place. Like you can
Okay.
always go and check in the forest there. Now
Oh
there's a
no! If you
portal.
don't see it, I don't want to see it.
Yeah,
I'm good.
okay. There's a portal here somewhere that takes you somewhere, so that's kind of cool.
That's gonna be interesting.
But,
That is gonna be interesting.
you guys are making it. I am so proud of you. I thought I had Metalmorph right there.
Oh my God, you almost did, dude. Oh my lord, that fucking ice. We've gone up against fucking zombies, centipede monsters, fucking dinosaurs, weird lizard guys, and what's the thing that nearly fucked me was ice. Oh god.
Dumb ways to die.
So many dumb ways to die.
Man, that was so awesome, guys. Yep, next Sunday, you guys will go to the forest and maybe make it to the keep in one session. The keep session is going to be kind of like a one shot, and it's going to be exciting.
Oh,
so I'm excited for you guys. I have to get going. It was nice playing with you guys. I will see you next Sunday.
Yeah.
You guys did so well.
We're almost there.
You guys are almost done. All right, guys. You guys have a safe week, okay? I'll be in Discord. I'll see you guys.
Later.
Take care.
Bye.